Hi guys. How is everybody doing? Ms. Russell, Sabrina, Mev, Dips, Ray, Saina, Monica, Divinely Her, Cheryl, Jakira, I am still trying to post up 3 of my lives. It's taking its sweet time, but I'm going to keep on trying. There's technical difficulties to it. This is why I say, guys, record your reading. Record your reading, voice record your reading so you can go to it later on. Sinful. I'm only going to be on here for 2 hours. I'm not doing the whole 4 or 5 hour stint. Fuck that. Sorry. So tired. So tired every time. Ira, Nicole. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come into the room before I get started. I will always do 15 minutes for my followers and then another 15 minutes at the end for my followers and people who don't follow me. So everybody's going to get an opportunity, but I'm only going to be on here for 2 hours and I will start my alarm clock from the moment I start reading somebody. If you would like to get on my list and you would like to get an in-depth reading, it is the card drifting that I've just pinned on the bottom of the screen. That will get you on my list and that will get you 13 cards. Please record your reading, guys. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, then don't be any of those things and I'm still going to read for you anyway. You don't need to be a member and you don't need to be a follower and you don't need to be a subscriber or a super fan to get a reading. Unfollow, unsubscribe, don't be a member and I'll still read for you anyway. Members and subscribers, however, on my lives and during my lives only can get a reading. And you can ask me as many questions as you like if you're a member and a super fan. Super fans will always get a guided message with every question that they ask me. And I also go live every Sunday doing free readings for everybody in the room, as well as looking into star signs, astrology, numerology. I mean, we go in all directions at this point. EK, Andrea, Thabu. Just saying hello to everyone. Miriam. Jade. Chelsea. How's everybody doing? Especially after that new moon that we had on the 16th. Trust me, I ain't naturally beautiful, but thank you. I got a filter on. There's a reason for the filter. Tired. Yep, everyone's saying tired. Yep. Feeling more drained than normal. Anyone having breakouts, acne spots, red spots on their faces like I am? It's the body's way of getting rid of all your crap, all the toxins in your body. Farida, this is what my guides have told me. Breakouts, acne, red marks on your face, blackheads, breakouts, hives. Yep. So what my guides have told me, very low in energy. Yep. So what my guides have told me, that the month of May is about purging out what no longer serves us. It would mean white, everything, cramps, lower back problems, wrinkles. No, darling, that comes with age. Look at those fucking wrinkles. Headaches, yep. Wrinkles, that is so funny. Yes, wrinkles will pass us by, guys. It just come for this month of May, and then we're going to go back to that nice and stretchy elasticity kind of a skin. Never. Not going to happen, Bex. Oh, I bloody wish. Oh, no. What have I been feeling personally? Lower back problems. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm going through menopause because I'm really fucking done with my period. So I'm hoping I am on menopause, but I am having lately hot flushes, and I don't get those ever. Unless, you know, I'm on the red dragon and that's when I want to kill somebody. But I'm like having hot flushes. It's like I'm somebody that sleeps with my feet outside of the blanket. I think in another lifetime I was a witch and they burnt me at the stake. So I like, because my mum used to say to me when she was alive, why do you always sleep with your feet outside the blanket? And I would be like, because I think I was a witch in a past life and they burnt me at the stake, and I don't like my feet hot. So I'm always, come rain or shine or snow or hailstones, my feet is out of the blanket. Also, it could be -3 degrees outside and I'll be walking around in a vest and like a vest and shorts. And my mum would be like, aren't you fucking cold? It's fucking freezing. And I'm like, no, I'm good. So I'm a December baby anyway. So I was born on December 26th. So, you know, it's freezing out there. So for me, the cold is my comfort. I don't like the heater on. It gives me a really bad headache. I don't like a hot house. I get anxiety. I don't like being in a packed train. I feel like I want to jump out of the window. That's one of the reasons why I ended up leaving my old job, because when I was on my way to work, I was on the Jubilee line. For those of you who know the Jubilee line, for those of you in America or wherever you are in the world, the train lines here in the UK is so shit that when you get on the train, it's fucking packed. Buses, trains. And I remember I'm already really sensitive to energy, okay? So I'm able to pick up on energies, souls, auras, the whole shebang. So if I'm sitting on a train and there's like 1,000 people on this train, I can feel everyone and see everything behind the surface of them. I could see like their guides and angels, like they'll come in a flash, and I would see that energy. I would see some people where they've got like dark energy attached to them, and it could be because they're fucked around with a Ouija board or some shit like that. And I pick up on these energies. So there was one day when I was on a train and I'm always in prayer, right? So I'm always in prayer every time I go to work because I'm so sensitive to energy. So I could step into a building and be like, yep, this place is fucking haunted. I'm out of here. So, and we can all feel it. We all can feel, we get goosebumps. You know, when you walk into a building and something don't feel right because it isn't right. It's probably because somebody died over there in the corner. So it's like I'm on the train and I can feel all of these energies, all the 1,000 people in the train, and I'm starting to rock back and forth because I'm having anxiety because the woman that's standing in front of me and the two women beside me, it's like one of them's lost a child, the other one's grandma's going, hello, can you give her a message? And then the other one is like, and I'm like, no, oh my God. And I'm trying to tune myself out. So I pick up on energies. I mean, my daughter is in here. I can read her thoughts. Like she could be in another room and then I'd call out a name and then my daughter would be like, why did you say that name? I was just talking about that person. And I'll be like, I don't know. It just came into my head. So, like my family think I'm weird because, you know, I'll be like, I know what you're thinking. They'll be like, no, you don't. And I'll be like, yes, I do. So I'm on the train. So anyway, there's one day I'm on my way to work, and oh my God, the train stops in the tunnel. It's not like at its destination where the doors can open. Yeah, where the doors go open. So it's under a fucking tunnel. And then there's an announcement from the train driver saying, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Just letting everyone know that we will be stationed here for a few minutes until the platform is cleared in front of us. Please be patient and thank you for your patience. And then I'm like, I'm already fucking having a panic attack because there's another 3 people standing in front of me and they've got fucking BO and it is fucking stinks, yeah? And then there's one person standing in front of me holding and they're fucking breathing through their mouth so I can smell his breath. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm dying here. I'm going to die here today. And I don't want to die here on this. I'm never going to see my kid again. Never. So anyway, okay, we're about to depart now. And then the train moves and I'm like, yes, I'm getting out of the next stop. Even though I've got like 10 stops to go to get to home, I'm coming out of the next stop because I'm having anxiety. I'm having a fucking panic attack and everything is like spinning. As soon as we get to, I think it was Liverpool train station, which is the train station that that connects to all train lines, overhead, underground, the whole fucking thing, yeah? So we stop at Liverpool Street. And I thought the train was bad with the 1,000 people on the train and me picking up on their energies. As soon as I decided to come out of Liverpool Street, the door opens and there's another 5,000 people in front of me as well as the 1,000 people behind me on the fucking train. And I'm like, oh my God, dead people everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't mind having this outside, but I can feel energies everywhere. Because every human being has a loved one, 2 or 3 attached to them throughout their lives. So like my bestie, my mum and my dad. My dad and my mum died last year. My mum died 6 months ago. My dad died in March. So usually we have, every soul has like a guide, an angel, maybe 3 or 4 loved ones that follow you around to watch over, protect you and guide you. So you'll have thoughts in your head. Like they say to you, don't go in that direction, go the other way. And then you go the other way and then you just like, oh my God, you miss traffic, you know, or something like this. So anyway, if there's like 5,000 people in the train underground and they each have a soul attached to them, some light energy, some dark energies, could you imagine how that would make somebody feel? So for those of you out there who know what I'm talking about, if you're somebody that cannot be in crowded spaces, you are sensitive to energy. Can I go to cemeteries? I love cemeteries. I live by a cemetery, by the way. So in my garden, look, there's a whole bunch of people going, yep. So you're naturally sensitive. You're a natural sensitive. You're a natural empath. If you can't be in public for too long, you feel like your head is going to explode. You have panic attacks or anxiety. And guys, it's not you. You're picking up on spirit. You're picking up on other people's energy. And you need to learn to discern that that's not yours. It's actually somebody else's energy. Like it's like if my daughter is in with me, because my daughter has moved out and my daughter is in the live, I would all of a sudden get these excruciating stomach pains and like back pains. And then I will go to my daughter and I go, are you on the Red Dragon? Like, have you started your Red Dragon? She's like, yeah. So I could literally pick up on somebody else's pain. It's a curse and it's a gift because I can help you navigate the waters of this shit. But I can pick up on that sort of vibration. So you can imagine. Oh, it's just like, it's really intense. So I can go to cemeteries, yes. And I don't know why people think, like, I get it. There are some haunted locations and I get that. But I have my protection. I've got my crystals on. These are sewn to my neck. Yeah. I gave this to my mum. This is a lapis lazuli. lapis lazuli, whoever's ill wishing me, it basically goes back to the ill wisher. I mean, it does say in the Bible, and I'm not a Bible basher, but any negative curse, unintended ill wishes sent to somebody will go back to the sender. So watch your mouth, people. I don't ever send ill energies to nobody, because it will come back for me, because what you do to someone will come back to you. It's called cause and effect. So I'm very mindful of what I think, what I feel, and what I say, because it's like, I think you're a bit of an asshole, but I'm like, I'm sorry, God forgive me, God forgive me. That's what I do. So I can go into a cemetery. I actually find a cemetery absolutely peaceful. It's more haunted in a hospital. Trust me. You would think the cemetery would be more haunted, but it's actually a hospital that's more haunted. Could you imagine like the deaths in hospital that could have been like horrible deaths, or do you know what I mean? Yeah, cemetery's not as haunted as you think. Because like when I was doing a reading for my best friend, because her father had passed away, and her mum, this was the first time I'd done a reading for her mum, my best friend's mum. And she never got a reading for me before. And my best friend's dad passed away, basically my auntie's husband. So I was in the garden and I was doing a meditation, and I knew that I was going to do this reading for my auntie. In the Filipino culture, we call our elderlies aunties and uncles. It's a sign of respect. So it's just our culture in Filipino culture, because my mum's from the Philippines and my dad is from Brazil. So when in our culture, we have to say auntie as a sign of respect. So I'm in the garden. I knew I was going to do this reading for my best friend's mum, my auntie. And I'm sitting in the garden. I've got to get into because I like to meditate before I do any sort of readings. Like I meditate before I come on here. And I call in my angels and my guides and my loved ones. And for those of you who are like angels, guides and loved ones, and who the hell are they then? These are my guides. So my brother is an artist and he's drawn my guides. So I told him what I saw, what they look like, and he drew my guides. So they're all shamans. That's White Horse. That's Pa. That's my dad. He's crossed over. That's my mum. She's one of my guides. And this is White Horse. And that's my bestie. So she's also died and crossed over to the other side. So my brother is an artist. So I told him what my guides look like and he drew it for me. So I went into a deep meditation one day and I saw all of my guides. And I was like, who are those shaman people doing over there? And then I realized that, oh, they belong to me. They walk with me throughout my life. So we all have them, by the way. I don't care what religious denomination you follow. I don't care if you follow a religious denomination or you don't follow. I don't really care. You don't have to believe in God. God believes in you. That's what I was told to say when I came back from having my own near-death experience and my 4th open heart surgery, 9 hours long. And they told my mum I should have died when I was 10. But I had my experience when I was 31 years old. But anyway, so I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, about ghosts and cemeteries and all that stuff. So, yeah, we all have guides. We all have our angels and our guides and our loved ones. You don't have to believe in them. That's okay. They still believe in you. So you have to have a dialogue with them, guys, in order for you to have a bit more of a peaceful ride here in the physical world before we go home. We have to kind of like have a dialogue with our guides and our angels. Do you know what I mean? It's better that you do than you don't. What was I saying? I was saying something. I forget. Just seeing if anyone's going to remind me. Oh, yeah, about my panic attack and hospitals are more. Yes, and yes. So hospitals are more haunted for me. I see children, like there was one day I was in a meditation, right? And I was in my garden. And when I opened my eyes, I saw this blonde girl and this blonde boy. And I swear they were like twins from like the 18th century. And I was just like, hi. And they went, hi. And I was just like, you okay? And they're like, yeah, we're just looking. So yeah. Oh, I was talking about the Filipino culture. So I was reading for my auntie. And before I do a reading, I like to go into meditation so I know what kind of information. And I always say, I only want information that is for the greatest good. And I only want to talk to the souls that walk in God's white light. That's what I say. So what happens is I'm in the garden, and then the souls on the other side of our loved ones starts to impress images in my head. So I always like to tell people what I see in my third eye. And to some people, it won't make any sense, but then it will make sense later on. Or I would see things like a pig, and I'd be like, I ain't saying that to the client. And they say to me, you have to say this because it will make sense to them. It doesn't make sense to you. And then they will say, yeah, we visited a pig farm. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I have to trust like what I see. So when I was doing the meditation for my best friend's mum, and I called on my uncle, and I said, what messages do you want me to give your wife to know that you are still here, even though you're not in the physical body, you're out of the body? Because the difference between you and the difference between our loved ones is that your soul is still in the body having a human experience. Their soul is out of the body, and they don't have to have this human experience. And I know what it felt like to leave my physical body when I had my 4th open heart surgery, which was 9 hours long. So they basically sliced me all the way down to here and stuck tubes in my stomach for like 9 hours. And within that time frame, I literally came out of my body. And I swear to you guys, do you think I wanted to come back into this body? Believe me, I did not want to come back. I have a child. A lot of people all over the world who I read for said, why would you want to not come back? You have a child. Because life goes by in the blink of an eye. And at some point, my kid would have been with me anyway, back home there. So for me, I always remember, like, I always feel like I'm 19. How the hell did I get to 45 so fast? Your life will go by so fast. You'll be 19 one day, and then you'll be like 40 something in a blink of an eye. So that's why I used to say things like, I hope today goes really quickly and swiftly, but I don't say that anymore because time is so precious. Like, time is no one's friend. So when I was outside in the garden meditating, and I said to my uncle, what do you want me to say to Auntie? He showed me a couple of things, and it made no sense to me, but he showed me a couple of things. So the first thing that he showed me in my meditation before I did my reading for my auntie was this. He showed me black and yellow fish. So like goldfishes, but they were like the size of my hand, and the black and the goldfish were the size of my hand. And he showed me black and goldfish, blackfish, goldfish. I didn't know what that meant, but I was like, okay. And then I said to him, what else do you need me to know? What do you want me to say to your wife? And then he showed me Jack and the Beanstalk. And I'm like, Jack and the Beanstalk, beans. What, beans? Jack and the Beanstalk, beans? Okay. And then he showed me the bean. And I was like, okay, fine. So, and then he showed me a couple of other things. And I took note of it. So the day comes for the reading now. So I'm going into my auntie's house. My bestie is there. Her son is there. And her mum is there. So she's the woman that I'm doing the reading for. As soon as I walk into the house, guys, there's a massive fish tank. And I've never been to my auntie's house. She had everything refurbished and redecorated. So anyway, there was a massive fish tank in her house. Like, my bestie always comes to my house. I don't really go to her parents' house. That'd be fucking weird, right? If I'm going to her parents' house, because she's got her own place. So why would I go to her parents' house? So I don't know what's in her parents' house. So anyway, I walk into the door, and there's this fish tank, this humongous fish tank. And in the fish tank, there is black and a hand-sized goldfish, and they're all swimming like this in the fish tank. Yeah, they're all swimming. As I come closer to the fish tank, the black fish go on one side and the goldfish go on another side. And I thought to myself, it's not even about what fish they were. It was just what they were doing. So when I first saw the fish tank, they were all like swimming together like this in the fish tank, going back and forth. They were all kind of like like, you know, like this. They were all just like this together in the fish tank. And then as soon as I get closer to the fish tank, the black fish goes on one side and then the goldfish goes on the other side. And I'm like, so I grabbed my best friend's son and I pulled him towards the fish tank. And I went, do they do this? Is this normal? Does these fish do that? Does the black fish go on one side and the goldfish go on the other side? And he went, no, what are they doing? It's weird. That's what he says. So I need to know that I'm not going crazy and I'm not seeing these two fishes now separating into separate parts of the tank. I thought that was fucking weird. But that for me was like, okay, confirmation that that's what my uncle was like. I'm here. Normally fish stay together. They were all floating about all together. Yeah. So why is the blackfish on that side and the goldfish on that side? And I wanted to know that I wasn't seeing things with my physical eyes and I was going crazy. So I called my best friend's son and I'm like, are you seeing this? Is this normal? And he's like, no, this is not normal. This is weird. And then my bestie comes up behind us and she's like, what are they doing? So I remember when my uncle, who's in heaven, said to me, goldfish. And I was like, the black and the goldfish. And I'm like, okay, I get it. You're here. It was like my symbol to say, Anna, I'm here. So now read for her. So I'm sitting there and I'm reading for my best friend's mum. And I'm talking, I'm relaying all of these messages. And I'm telling her what I feel. Sorry. I'm telling her what I feel, what I see. I'm telling her what I see and what I feel and what I'm hearing. Excuse me. I just swallowed and it went into the wrong fucking hole. And then I said to my auntie, oh, uncle said Jack and the Beanstalk. Green beans. And then my auntie went completely pale in the face. But there's a reason why I want to tell you this. Because we were talking about the cemetery. Now, my auntie, from what my best friend has told me, religiously goes to the cemetery to see her husband. But your loved ones are not in the cemetery. You'll go and visit them. What do you think? That you bury your loved one's body there and their spirit stays there and goes, all right, see you next week, I guess. I'll just stand here next to my coffin and wait for you to come back in a week's time. No, our loved ones come home with us. They're with us. So just pay attention to the flickering of the lights, the knocking on the wall. If you see something pass you by, that's usually our loved ones. Some people are like, oh my God, there's a demon in my house. No, it's probably just grandma. But anyway, so I say to my auntie, green beans. I don't know why uncle shows me green beans. And she went, oh my God. Oh my God. And Chris, my friend Chris, she comes in, she goes, Mum, are you all right? What's wrong? What's wrong? My auntie gets up and she like disappears for like 3 minutes. And I'm like, did I say something wrong? I just said green beans. And then my bestie's going, I don't know. Like, I don't know. My auntie comes back into the room and she's holding this bag of green bean seeds. Green beans seeds. And she said, I planted green beans yesterday. Are you telling me that he saw me? And I was like, yeah, auntie. And I go, what did you think? That he was in the cemetery? Like, just waiting for you lot to go and visit him again? I was like, he comes home with you, duh. Why would he be there? So when she was planting the beans, my uncle, who's in heaven, was with her when she planted green beans. So when he showed me Jack and the beanstalk and the green bean, it had no significance for me whatsoever, but I just relayed the message that I saw. It doesn't mean, I don't know what green beans is. What the fuck? I could have said tomatoes. I could have said carrots. Hell, I could have said potatoes. But he specifically showed me green beans. And my auntie just lost it. She ended up telling her whole family across the board. I got a reading from Anna. Uncle came in. Your uncle came through. Your dad came through. She told me this, that, and she hit the nail on the head. And I was like, but everyone can do this, though. I don't know why people don't know that they can do this. Because God has given us the gift of senses. So how does it begin? I connect to the other side because I meditate. Meditation is silencing the mind, because we're all up in the head all the time. It's mind chatter, ego, worries and fears. These all get in the way of our loved ones trying to communicate with us. So when we are in our ego and we're not in our heart space, it's impossible for us to hear our loved one. Because remember, we're here in the physical world, and the physical world is so dense. It's so hard. There's gravity here, obviously. There's no gravity here, sorry. And there's like a dense energy here. Your body feels heavy. Energy is heavy over here. But when you leave the physical body, you're in it's light energy. You're free of your anxieties, your fears. You're free of worry, your fear of, everything. You leave everything behind in the physical body. This is probably why I didn't want to come back into my body after my open heart surgery. I was just like, I ain't going back into that body. And God was like, yeah, you are. Stop hiding your scars. Tell your story. Show it off. Tell your loved ones that there is God and that they all have angels and guides. And I was like, no one is going to believe me. It doesn't matter. They'll get there eventually. So you just tell them and tell them that all religion is correct. It's just that human beings like to add the little things in there for control and power. Like my brother's a converted Muslim and has been for 30 years. My mum was a Catholic. My father was a Jehovah's Witness. I mean, talk about all religions across the board. So when people say to me, what religion I go, I'm all of them. And what do you believe in then? I believe in God and Muhammad and Buddha and Shiva and Krishna. I believe in all of these ascended masters because they're all masters of love. And that's just the fact. So what I've learned through my 4 open heart surgeries, because I've had 4 in my whole life, I'm probably going to have a 5th one at some point. So they've opened me up twice here. I have a scar here. And I have another one here, which is like the deepest of my scars, as you can probably see there. So I was 3 weeks old. I was 3 months old, 8 years old, and 31 years old. But 31 years old was where I left my body, and I had those crazy, amazing experiences that, there is more beyond the physical world. We don't die. We just go back to where we came from. We're allowed to make mistakes here, guys. It's okay, but try not to make the same mistake over and over and over again, because people always say to me, why does this keep happening to me? And it's because you're not learning the lesson. So each time it will get more intense. So learn the lesson. Don't do it again. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your soul. Somebody in here asked about dark energy and bad luck. I'll go into that before I do any readings. People say to me, is there a hell? Hell is what you create here in the physical world. And when you cross over to the other side, whatever you were in the physical world is what you will get on the other side. So people will say, what do you mean by that? So from what I've seen and from what my experiences spiritually and here in the physical world, what I've learned was if I'm an asshole in life, I'm a racist, I'm evil, I'm horrible, I'm cruel, I'm mean, I hurt you on purpose, you are going to attract evil entities. Because if you vibrate at such a low frequency, which is evil and negative and sad and sorrow and pain, what happens is you attract those negative entities. And because you are a match to their energy frequency, they will latch onto your energy, to your body, to your soul, to your life. That's why I always say, try to wake up on the right side of the bed. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter what you've gone through. And I've read for people all over the world. And there's a lot of fear that has been planted through social media, through the news. I don't watch the news. I don't listen to evil, negative things on the news. I don't like to look at things on social media that are low vibrational, because I don't want my energy to go down to that energy frequency. I like to raise my vibration all the way up to heaven so I'm able to give messages of healing for people. When you are a good person and you love and you don't judge, it means that you're a vessel for good. You're a soul. We're all soldiers here as far as I'm concerned. Like, I've seen people in heaven are like, we salute you, man, because heaven, earth is so hard. There's like murder, war, killing. Children are being hurt all across the board in every sort of way. Like, what the fuck? It's horrible. But there is also love. So if we can all expand out our love frequency and try not to judge anyone and try to... Did you know that thoughts and emotions and words are actual things? So if I'm thinking negatively about somebody, I'm sending out an energy to that person and into the ether. So I have to make sure that I'm very careful about what I think and what I say and what I feel, because I feel like I'm going to participate in the energy of negativity when I do that. So I try not to focus on those things. I've also been told that we were all born mediums and we're all psychics. That's what I've learned on the other side. You could walk into a building and something doesn't feel right. You know it's off. You could meet a person and you'll be like, that person feels weird. Their energy's off. They could be evil. You meet somebody and you go, oh my God, I love this person's energy. I want to be around them. That's a good energy. We all have the ability to communicate with people that we love on the other side. It's not evil. And I'm going to say this to everyone in the room. Don't take my word for it. Go and do the research. Don't just follow what people say. Don't take my word for it. You want to know if angels and guides and loved ones exist? Then talk to your angels and your guides and your loved ones. Say, if you exist and you love me, then show me 3 pink elephants in the week. And then all of a sudden you go on your computer and there's 1 pink elephant. You drive past the mall and then all of a sudden... And then all of a sudden you see another pink elephant. And then you see a child in a playground wearing a pink elephant. There's your 3 signs. You asked for 3 pink elephants and now you got it. But it's not that you're going to see 3 pink elephants walking by your house. It's like these symbols and signs that will come to you. That's how the universe communicates with you. That's how your guides and your angels communicate with you. So if you don't ask, you don't get. So I always say, don't take my word for it. Go and do your research. Yeah, don't... Love is everywhere. God frequency is everywhere. Lady House, you're on my list. We are all created from the energy of love. And it is the physical world that changes our belief system. So we are cultured by... We are born spiritual. Okay, we're born spiritual children. We're born in love energy. But we may be raised in a house where our parents are assholes, alcoholics, drug takers, abusive. So it will take away that spiritual part of us. And then we become this horrible thing when we get into an adult. Or you can triumph above your trauma and become the best version of yourself. because we all have free will. So you can be good or you can be bad. It's up to you. You can stay in a shitty relationship or you can leave a shitty relationship. You can stay in the crappy job where you're being used and abused, or you can leave the job. It is your life. It is your choice. Do whatever the fuck you want with your life and the little time that you got here. If you're lucky, you'll live till you're 100. So make the best years of that time that you've got here. Because before I know it, I'm 45 already. In the blink of an eye, I'm hoping to reach 80 like my mum. And then she's gone. Because in the blink of an eye, 1 minute you're here and the next minute you're gone. I didn't know the pain of losing a loved one. So this is what happened to me in 2025. My dad died in March. On the 12th of March, my father loses, or shall I say he wins his battle to cancer, because now he's free of it and he's in heaven. He's one of my guides too. And my father was a Jehovah's Witness, and now he's one of my guides. He was like, you shouldn't be doing tarot, Anna. This is not good. And I'm like, Pa, I'm not hurting anyone. No, I'm not. I do free readings as well as I have bills to pay. Yeah, I don't force anyone to get a reading, Pa. I do free readings as well. Yes, of course I believe in reincarnation. Do you think you only come in as once? What you think my name is only Anna? I've been a woman. I've been a man. I've been black. I've been white. I've been all things. Like if you were a racist in this life and you were racist to a black person and you're a white person, you're coming back in your next life as a black person. If you're a racist black person to white people, you're going to be a white person in your next life. If you were somebody who was mean and cruel to children, you're going to have that experience as a child, and somebody's going to be, it's called balancing out karma, balancing out the karmic scales. You can't get away from your actions and your words and your deeds. You're going to have to pay for it either in this lifetime or the next. You're not getting away from karma, people. So try and live your best life. Try and be as loving as possible. Try and do good deeds, because you want to build a crystal palace for you on the other side. Okay, that's what you want to try and do. You want to attract angels and guides and loved ones. You don't want to attract demons and demonic energies. You don't want this shit in your life. Don't do it. Be better, be good, be the best person, be the best version of yourself. Don't be cruel and don't be mean if you have a choice. If you have a choice to be kind, then be kind. Don't be a fucking asshole, because at the end of the day, you're the only one hurting yourself. So sorry about the preachy stuff, but I just need to let you know what I've gone through, and just to let you know, for all of you who's going through like the dark night of the soul right now and thinking that you're never ever going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, I promise you, you will. Like, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Like, people will say to me, I would never think that you had open heart surgery 4 times. They told me that I wasn't allowed to have my child. They said to me, you're not allowed to. When I was a little girl, when I had my my 3rd open heart surgery when I was 8 years old, my doctor, Dr. Rigsby, comes down to my level and he said, all right, Anna, what are you not allowed to do? And I said to him, and I'm 8, I'm not allowed to have children. I'm not allowed to smoke. I'm not allowed to drink. I'm not allowed to drive. I'm not allowed to swim. I'm not allowed to exert myself. I'm not allowed to get tired. There's all of this shit that I wasn't allowed to do because of my congenital heart defect and because of my congenital heart disease. I was not allowed to do a lot of things. I'm a Capricorn. So if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to fucking do it. And I fucking did it all. I drank, I smoked, I puffed on the reefer. Yeah. I had my daughter. I've got like 8 tattoos. I drive. Like, you told me I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Gemini rising and a Virgo moon. I'm earthbound. I'm an earth sign predominantly. I'm going to be living my best life. And I'm going to do it until the day I fucking die. And there ain't nobody. It took me a long time to get here, because they say with Capricorns, the first 35 years of your life is going to be the hardest. And boy, was it. So when I hit 40, I was like, yes, life goes up from here. The only thing that happened was, I don't know why my mother and my father decided to die on me on the same fucking year. When I get up there, I'm going to throw out some punches. I'm going to throw some punches at my parents and be like, how fucking dare you leave me both at the same time? What the fuck were you thinking? But my dad died in March. 2 weeks after my dad dies, my brother was diagnosed with cancer. I didn't even grieve my dad because the bad news of my brother getting cancer, it was a bit too much. 2 months after my brother was diagnosed with cancer, my grandma dies. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? And then on the 3rd of June, my mum has a stroke. And then 6 months, November, she died. And then when I went, it's like I already knew where they were because I already went there. But it still wasn't fair that my parents had left me. So when I went into a deep meditation and I saw my parents and I was like, how fucking dare you leave me? Why would you do that to me? What am I going to do now? And I fucking lost the plot. And then my mum puts her hand on my shoulder. And then my father puts his hand on this shoulder. And they said to me, we had to leave. Because for the next portion of your life, we were not able to help you in the physical world. We both had to be on this side so we can help you through the next stages of your evolution. How the fuck do you argue with that? And I'm like, what do you mean for the next evolution of my life? What's happening? What do you mean? And they're like, Anna, things are about to blow up for you. Like, really get bigger. And we wouldn't have been able to assist you here in the physical world. We had to be over there. A battalion, a crew, my council on the other side. And I had words with my bestie as well, because that bitch died on me in 2022. And we had an agreement when we were alive. And I said, we had an agreement. We said, we're going to die together, me and my bestie. We're going to go in an old people's home together. We're going to be shagging all the young guys, yeah, who's going to be taking care of us in the old people's home. And we're going to be chasing them down with our wheelchairs. That was the agreement between me and my bestie. And she was the first one who passed away before my mum and my dad. So when I went into a deep meditation and I was going, bitch, why did you leave me? We had a fucking agreement. Do you know what happened? She came to me. Yep. She came to me and she goes, Anna, we had an agreement. And I said, what fucking kind of agreement is this? And she goes, the agreement was in the past life, you died first. Now in this life, I have to die first. And then you come later. How do you argue with that? How do you argue with this shit? It's like crazy. How do you argue with this? So any loved ones of yours that have crossed over to the other side, know that they are a part of your council on the other side going, don't go that way, do this, you know, that's not a good thing to do it this way, and you do it anyway because you're fucking stubborn as hell. So it's like, it's crazy. Like this, it's not just what you see, guys. There is more to life than just what you see and going to work. Like, God did not put you here to do a 9-to-5 job, retire when you're like 60, 70 years old, when you can't hardly fucking see and you got arthritis in your legs and your knees, and then, you know, you can't enjoy your life because you can't even bend down to pick up your fucking socks. It's like, that's not what God put us here for. God put us here we have a mission, each and every one of us. We're all talented in some way. Some are good at talking, some are good at listening, some are just healers, just energetic healers. You just walk into a mall, you give out healing. Some of us are meant to be doctors and nurses. Some of us are meant to be readers. Some of us are meant to be therapists. Some of us are meant to be singers and artists and share the music. We are all have a talent. Some people are like, I don't know what I'm here to do. And I go, if you don't know what you're here to do, then help people who are less fortunate than yourself. Duh. I'm like, come on now. Help the homeless person on the street. Go cook a meal and give it to them. If you've got a little bit of extra money in your account, give a homeless person some money. Like, do something good with your day. Be the higher version of yourself. That's what I always say. So we are here for a purpose and a reason. And it doesn't matter how people don't like me. You don't have to like me. but I love you anyway, because what I learned on the other side was you and me, we are connected to each other via soul. Here in the physical world, we all feel that we're separate because you're in another country and I'm in another country. There are 92 people in here. How many people are from different countries? And look where we all are in one place, connected to each other. It doesn't matter how I connect to you, whether it's through the phone or through physical. I am you and you are me, and we are soul connected. Whether you believe it or not, I don't give a shit. You'll figure it out one day. You'll see it yourself one day. And that's what God said to me. Tell your brothers and sisters that you're all connected to each other, and that if you hurt them, if I hurt you, I'm essentially just hurting myself because I am connected to you. So whether you believe that or not, like I said, don't give a shit. Somewhere in your life, I have had atheists who have come to me and had a near-death experience or an out-of-body experience. I said, I never believed in anything but what I see in front of me until I had a near-death experience or an out-of-body experience. And I understood that there was more to the soul than just what we see here in the physical world. So I'm just letting you know, guys, there is more to life than you think. So much more. It's really beautiful once you surrender. And it took me a good 20 years of my life to learn how to surrender. But when I do surrender, that's when shit started to unfold for me. Like, I was getting signs and symbols from the whole universe. What am I supposed to do now? So do you remember when I had that panic attack in the train station, when I was underground in the train station? When I got out of the train station into fresh air under the rain, and it was dark, and I looked up at the sky and I said, God, I cannot do this job anymore. I cannot do this job anymore. What am I going to do? How am I going to take care of my mum? How am I going to take care of my baby girl? What am I supposed to do? I can't do this job anymore. And I said, show me signs of what I'm supposed to do. I don't care what it is. Just show me what I'm supposed to do. So I noticed from the moment that I had asked that question under the rain, having my panic attack from seeing those 5,000 things, people and souls, and in the train and in the underground, and finally making my way out into the fresh air. And I said, God, show me what I'm supposed to do. He basically showed me every day for the past 8 days, tarot, 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 tarot. And I said, okay, I've been seeing signs and symbols saying I'm supposed to be doing tarot. And I said, who the hell is going to want a reading from me? This is bullshit. This is a load of crap. I'm a cynic. I'm skeptical, right? I'm so skeptical at this point. And I've been doing tarot since I was 16 years old, just not professionally, for friends and family and myself. Since I was 16, I'm 45 now. But I kept seeing tarot everywhere, on the window, on my phone, on my computer. I would turn on a TV program and then there would be like a weird advert about tarot. I would go to a friend's house and there'd be a tarot card sitting on the table. It was just the weirdest thing. So I said, all right, in 8 days, I kept seeing tarot. If I'm meant to do tarot for the masses, God, send me 1,000 people on TikTok. When he sent me 100,000 people, I was like, I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. Follow the calling of your soul. I didn't think that this was going to be no one would have ever said, if you had told me when I was 19 years old, when you get to 35, you're going to be reading for the whole world, I'd have been like, you out of your fucking mind. This is a load of crap. If anyone told me at 19 that there were such things as angels and guides and loved ones, I would have been like, cuckoo. Don't go to that woman. She's fucking crazy. She's talking about angels and guides and loved ones and fucking fairies. I mean, she's fucking off her nut. But it's when you die. It's when you have that experience and when you do see across the veil that you have to shut your ego up and go, right, there is more to life than just this. My mother isn't dead and my father isn't dead. They're right there. We are able to see them if we can get out of our ego and get into our soul. Simple as that. I see my mum all the time. Like, sometimes my mum would turn on the TV in the living room and I'd be like, are you joking? There was one time when my mum had newly passed away. I think it was like 2 months after my mum passed away. I had a coffee cup and it had a spoon in it. And I was like, Mum, I know you're here. I can feel you, but show me that you're here. Do something. Please, Mum, do something. And out of nowhere, in my coffee cup, the teaspoon was going like this. I swear, I kid you not. I could hear that. I could see that. I was like that. Because I could hear the thing going ding, ding. You know, like when you got your cup and then you can hear the ding, ding, ding when you're like stirring your tea. I could hear the sound, and then I opened my eyes and the fucking spoon was going like that. And then I went, all right, Mum, all right, thank you, you're scaring the crap out of me. And then she just stopped. See, be careful of what you ask for, because when you ask, you're going to get it. If you're afraid, though, they won't scare the shit out of you, obviously not. I was, you know, it's things like, I wonder if I can show you I want to show you something. This is amazing, yeah? Signs and symbols from your loved ones. Oh, my God. Shall I show it to you? So my bestie and me, oh, please let me, hopefully I got this picture. I'm going to show you something, guys. I'm sorry, but this is like a need to know. You need to know. You need to see this. So when you ask for signs and symbols, like be specific, right? I'm going to show you something. It's crazy. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Please let me see if I can find it. I am going to get to the readings, guys. Be patient with me, please. I came on, I said I'm only going to be on here for 2 hours. I will be on here for 2 hours just to do the readings. All right, let me see if I can find it. So me and my bestie, Shivy, when she was alive, we would continuously see 1111 everywhere we went. It was 1111 across the board. It could be on a window as a phone number. It would be a driving, like on a license. Oh my God, I found it. It would be on a license plate. Like, so 1111, right? This is our thing. So when my best friend died, it was like 3 weeks after she passed away. I kept on seeing 1111 everywhere. Yeah, I'm doing this for the people who hasn't seen it, because there's a lot of people who hasn't seen it. So I'm outside. I don't smoke anymore, but I was outside and I was smoking my cigarette and I was talking to my bestie and I was like, where are you? You know, I know you'll show me 1111 on the phone and on the license plate, but I need you to blow me away, Shiv. Show me something. Show me 1111. Like, show me it where I will never expect it. And I can hear my voice, my best friend's voice. And we are so like vile to each other. I'm like, you're right, bitch. And then she's like, you're right, sitting bitch. You know, that's how we talk to each other. But that's my girl. We love each other. So we can, like, her daughters are my goddaughters. And she would say things like, come and get this child, man. And I'll be like, oh, hell no. I ain't coming to get that child. I'll come and get her when she's like 17 and she's not running amok. That's what I would say. Like, we could talk about our kids that way, because she wasn't my bestie. She was my sister and my soul sister. So we were outside smoking, me and my daughter, and I remember requesting from my bestie, show me a sign, show me 1111 in a most miraculous way. And she must have thought, bitch, you want 1111? Watch. So I'm smoking outside, it's nighttime, and I'm smoking my cigarette, and then I look up into the sky, and I'm like, no fucking way. No way am I looking at that. So my sweet daughter, I go like that. I punched her arm. And then she's like, ow. She's like, Mom, what? And I'm like, tell me you see this. Tell me you see that. And she looks up at the sky. And she's like, that's 11. That's 11, Mum. And I was like, no fucking way. The absolute sky, no clouds. I look up at the sky and what the hell is that? 11. I was like, I need to take a picture of that. That's crazy. Is that not number 11, guys? Clear sky. Is that not number 11? Yep. That is blatantly 2 clouds shaped as the number 11. I was like, that is fucking crazy. From then on, I was like, never again gonna question it. Never again. When you ask specifics, you will get it. I asked my bestie, our thing was 11:11, but I was sick and tired of seeing 11:11 on the clock. Boring. Show me something else, Shivy. That's what she gave me. 1-1. No other cloud in sight. Just that. Unbelievable. That is my proof to you that if you ask, you'll get it. When my mum died, she died on the 8th. It was really strange. She died on November. She died on 8/11. I kept on seeing the infinity number everywhere I went. It was crazy. Everywhere I went, I would see 8 everywhere I went. It was absolutely bonkers. Anyway, I could sit here forever telling you about my life stories, ghost stories, things that my mum saw when she was a child, things that I saw when I was a child. You know, I could show you. I could sit here all day talking about my experiences, about my mum's experiences when she had a burst appendix. But I have to do readings, don't I? So this is going to have to be a live where I'm not going to do any readings, an open live. If you guys are interested, let me know. My birthday's 8/11. Look at that. She kept on showing me 8/11 everywhere I went. Thanks, Mum. There you go. So one day I'll come on here, not do any readings, and you can ask me whatever you want. You can ask me about anything. Everything and anything goes with me. I actually did do a live about crystals. Is it Kieran? I did a whole live on crystals, and I'm hoping it's on YouTube. I can't remember. I'd also love to your recommendation on crystals. Listen, guys, the quickest way to figure out what crystal is best for your birthday is to Google it. So if you go on Google and you say, what is the best crystal for Capricorn? I'm a Capricorn. Hematite, any black crystals. Hematite, shungite, jet, black tourmaline. These are all great crystals. Everything I just said is on here and around my neck. I literally tied this around my neck. So every time I go to the airport, I'm like, beep, 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 beep. And they're like, you need to take that off. I'm like, sorry, I can't. It's like I've sewed it on. So hematite is good for protection. Do you remember in Game of Thrones, what did they kill the White Walkers with? Black obsidian. Hello? Black obsidian right there. So the quickest way to figure out what is the best crystal for you is to go on Google, Kieran, and say, what is the best crystal for my my star sign? And then they will tell you a whole bunch of crystals which to have. I'm an earth sign. Capricorn is earth. So I have not every crystal under the sun, because there's like probably 200,000 crystals out there, maybe more. I have all of these here, and then all over my house, on my windowsill, everywhere. But if I would recommend a crystal to somebody, to everyone in the room, I highly recommend, oh no, there's a couple I would get. Moonstone is really good for good luck. Yeah. Good luck. What's it called? Jade is good for money, and citrine and fool's gold is good to have money as well. So I always have this stuff. Citrine, fool's gold. What is good for money? Citrine is one of the best. Fool's gold is one of the best. If you feel like you're drained all the time, tiger's eye would be a great crystal to have. Tiger's eye. Everybody should always have amethyst in their house. Amethyst is also good. It's really good. Yeah, pyrite, celestine. Jade. What is this one called? Emerald. An emerald crystal is connected to Archangel Raphael for healing. So lapis lazuli, if you feel like somebody's ill wishing you. So I have it on my neck. My mum, I gave this to my mum when she was alive, and when she passed away, I knew that I had to take it back. So her energy's in it. But I have lapis lazuli all over the place. Lapis lazuli is like, if somebody's ill wishing me, it goes back to the sender. If somebody's having high emotions, there are crystals for that as well, by the way. I did a whole 7 hours on crystals and what they're good for. I love lapis lazuli. I didn't know about that though. Wow. Yeah. I got lapis all over my house. I got it on my windowsill. I'll have a look on your YouTube and Google it. Yes. I think I posted it up. I am still trying to post up 3 of my lives, guys. But there's some technical difficulties with it. So, and I did say I'm only going to be on here for 2 hours. But I will start the 2-hour time when I start the clock. But I love crystals. I love sage and all of that stuff. Dragon blood sage. Angels, guides, loved ones, you're close to me and my family here on TikTok, and use me as a vessel to give clear, concise, loving light messages. Please and thank you in love and light, in love and light. Guys, if you would like to get an in-depth private reading with me, email me. My email address is on the main page of my TikTok. How do you know that this is my legitimate account? I only have one account on TikTok. It's over 100,000 followers, and I only follow 28 people. Only 28 people. I will never message you on TikTok. I will never message you on Instagram or on YouTube. If somebody with my face is messaging you anywhere on any platform, that isn't me. That is a scammer. I will never ask you for money. I will never ask you for donations. I do free readings, and I post up my lives on my YouTube channel. I also go live on my Instagram. And on my Instagram, there's never like 90 people or 100 people on there. There's only like 30 people tops on my Instagram. So it's more quiet and more intimate. If you want to follow me and get readings from me on my Instagram, the link to my Instagram is on the main page of my TikTok. So just click on the link and it will take you to my Instagram. Follow me. I am verified on my Instagram with a blue tick. So if you get scammed, that's your fault. I do refunds as well, guys. So if I do private readings, I do refunds. Members and subscribers, you can ask me as many members and super fans, subscribers and followers. You can ask me as many questions as you like on my lives and during my lives only. Subscribers will always get a guided message with every question that they ask me. I also go live every Sunday for my super fans. Super fans and subscribers, I think it's the same thing now because TikTok has changed it up when my mum passed away. So there's a few changes here. So I didn't know that everything changed because I had gone away for a while because of my mum. I was taking care of my mum. So they made a lot of changes to TikTok and I didn't know. So apparently super fan and subscribers, I think you guys are the same thing. I'm not sure. So the first 15 minutes is for my members and my super fans. Followers. Once the alarm clock goes off, I'll cater to my gifters. The first person I'm going to read for an in-depth 13 card reading is Lady House. You're on my list. I am going to be on here for only 2 hours because I cannot stay on here for more than 2 hours. 3 hours too long. If you want to get on my list, I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen. It will be 10 cards. No, 13 cards for the card drifting. So once you click on that button on the bottom of your screen, the card drifting should pop up with your name, and then I will add you onto my list. So the first 15 minutes is going to go to my followers, and then I'll cater to my gifters. And once I can cater to my gifters, I will also cater to people who are not following me. So please listen up, guys. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not have to gift me to get a reading. You don't have to do any of those things. All you have to do, if you're curious, is copy and paste your question. And if I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. You do not have to follow me to get a reading. Okay, guys? I know there are some tarot readers out there that are like, if you don't follow me, you're not going to get a reading. But I don't want to do that because I know that there are people out there who are desperate for a reading and they can't afford it. So I'm not going to do that. You can still ask me your question. My guides will highlight your name if you're meant to have a reading. However, members and subscribers, yes, you can ask me as many questions as you like on my live and during my lives only. Subscribers will always get a guided message with every question that they ask me. I will be posting up this live on my YouTube channel, but there's no guarantee at this point. There's technical difficulties. I'm trying to download 3 lives and there's technical difficulties. If you are going to get an in-depth reading, record it, screen record it, voice record it, get another phone, get a voice recorder so you can go back to it later on. Okay, I'm going to scroll all the way back up to the top of the screen. I'm going to set my alarm for 2 hours so I can do and get started. Here we go. Alarm clock. 2 hours starting now. All right, here we go. I'm going to pin you up. Bella, will I get the job that I applied for? Angels, guides, loved ones, will Bella get the job that she applied for? Please and thank you in love and light. Here we go. Yes. However, there's another opportunity for you. The Lover's card is a divine counterpart and a soulmate, yes, but ultimately it does represent a choice, a decision, a choice. So the universe is not going to just give you one option around work. They're going to give you another option. It's not just the work, not just one opportunity. It's 2 opportunities around work. Ace of Swords is the hand of God giving you a new beginning, mental clarity, new challenges, new opportunities, a new job. Ace of Swords. And then anchoring your reading, you've got the Page of Wands, which is a good news, a message, an offer, creative projects and opportunities coming to you. I say yes to that, sweetheart. Bella, yes. Jade, will my finances get better in the next 3 months? Stop chasing, attract. When somebody says will, it means this implies that you have doubt that it will. You need to be high vibrational. You need to stop chasing, attract. Don't chase, attract. Call it in like you already have it. I got a yes. You are the problem. If you're thinking in lack or there's an energy of self-imprisonment, restriction, this is what this card represents. Restriction, isolation, creating a block to your blessings. Then look at all of these offers that are coming your way. An offer that's going to spark up a creative energy. Offers that's going to feel emotionally fulfilling and help. And opportunities of juggling 2 jobs, 1 job, or studying, juggling a job and studying, or juggling 2 jobs at one time, and the need to find balance. So, Jade, yeah, more than 1. Should I start looking to move house or stay put, Nicole? And you're a subscriber, super fan, so you get a guided message. Start looking for a new house or stay put. Angels, guides, loved ones, start looking for a home or stay put. Not yet. Don't look for a house yet. Later on. I see expansion in the energy. You will eventually move, but you need to wait for money. money, pay rise, stability, structure, solo and luxury pleasures. There is more opportunities coming your way. You might not be able to see it just yet, but I am seeing other options and opportunities. You are going to go, but for now, stay put, Nicole. Stay put. Don't go anywhere. Your guided message is you got luck on your side, but don't do it yet. Don't go yet. Don't go yet, Nicole. Victoria, will I receive my green card this summer? Angels, guides, loved ones, will Victoria receive green card this summer, please and thank you in love and light. Do not need to tap the screen. Do not need to follow me. Do not need to like, share or subscribe. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you and my guides will highlight your name. Will you receive a green card by summer? Yes. Opportunities, options to make money, the job, the pay rise, the promotion, healthy boundaries needs to be implemented. Do not talk about your business to nobody because you could block abundance. This is about you being a boss and going into leadership. But yes, I feel this is going to happen for you. If you're interested in getting a 13 card reading and you want to bypass the 99 people in the room, I have pinned it on the bottom of your screen. The card drifting will get you on my list and 13 cards. All right, here we go. I need to set an alarm here. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I've set my 2 hours. Let me just get the clock up. Clock. Okay, yes. So I always said 15 minutes for my members and subscribers. What the... Sorry, guys. Why is this doing this? What? Hold on, guys. Hold on, hold on. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Why is this being weird? All right. So when my alarm clock goes off, I will cater to my gifters. Brittany, will I get pregnant soon? When do I see this happening? Angels, guides, loved ones, will Brittany get pregnant soon, please and thank you? Yes. You'll have a girl. And I can't tell you when. But you're supposed to have a girl. 10 days, 10 months, 10th of a month, 10 months time, the baby will be born on the 10th of a month, but I see 10 is the energy around you. 10 is the energy around you, sweetheart. 1111, move or stay in my home. Need some guidance, please. Move or stay. Angels, guides, loved ones, move or stay. 1111, move or stay. Again, guys, you do not need to follow me. You do not need to like, share or subscribe. You do not need to tap the screen. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. I feel like it's time to go. It's time to move. Ten of Swords is like an ending, a new beginning, another change. It's like, if you're not happy or satisfied where you currently are, you need to reevaluate your current home. So it feels like you need to move. 1111, it feels like you need to move. Farida, am I going to buy my first house this year? And you guys, loved ones, is Farida going to buy her first house this year? Please and thank you. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to be a follower to get a reading or a member. Just copy and paste your question. If my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. Members and subscribers can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives and during my lives only. And subscribers will always get a guided message with every question that they ask me. Spam the living daylights out of me, otherwise I can't see your comments. Yes, you will. There's a lot of expansion in your energy, and the only thing that can block this expansion for you buying a house this year is your own ego, trapped in your thoughts, negative ways of thinking, self-defeating beliefs about the situation or yourself, thinking that you'll never have the means or the money to buy your home. But I say yes to this. Listen to your intuition. Your soul knows you're going to move. Your soul knows you're going to have a home. It's your ego that's saying maybe it won't happen. That's all you then. All you're going to end up doing is creating a block. You're going to end up creating the block. Sade. Why am I not able to pin up these comments? That is so frustrating. Will I be pregnant with my son this year? Angels, guides, loved ones. Will Sade, I'm trying to pin you up, sweetheart. It's not working. Get pregnant with, yes, you will. You'll get pregnant this year. There's a lot. You need to get your body right. Get your health intact. Get your emotions correct. Otherwise, the soul won't choose to come in if you're worried, stressed out, anxious, and give you more things to be anxious about. This is you. You keep thinking about all the things that could go wrong, may go wrong, has gone wrong, and then you're not paying attention to the blessing in disguise. I feel like you need to press on forward and stop worrying about this. Worry is going to create a delay for the soul to come in. It's simple as that. Jess, do I have a past life with my friend Jason? Love this question. Who passed in a couple of years now. Are souls... Do you have a past life? I would have to say yes, even without the cards. You helped each other in past lives. You could have been brothers, sisters, lovers, enemies in a past life, and you've come together in this lifetime to sort things out. I say yes. There was victory in the energy of you and Jason. I know soulmates are not what you think it is, guys. Yes, it can be a lover and a friend, sure. But soulmates is my bestie. Soulmates is, you know, my mother. Soulmates can come in many shapes and sizes. I don't know why people only think soulmates are like lovers, girlfriends and boyfriends. What a load of crap. That's not actually the case. Renuka, any messages for you? Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Renuka need to know, please, in love and light? You need to have healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries needs to be implemented. Basically, protect yourself from energy vampires and soul-sucking critters. Energy vampires can come in the form as our children. It could be our lovers, our friends, our parents, our brothers and sisters, siblings, colleagues, co-workers, people who drain the living daylights out of you. It could come in that sort of energy. I feel like you need to stop over-analyzing and overthinking things, because with the Five of Swords upside down, it represents that you are going to get to a better place in terms of your head, and there's going to be harmony and problem solving and success. There's also love energy, so it's either a leveling up of a current relationship or more intimacy, or it could be a new person coming into your matrix. You're supposed to have a business. If you don't have a business, you need to think about that. The Three of Wands talks about expansion. It talks about collaboration and partnership. It talks about, you know, your world is going to get bigger. It's going to get bigger than what it is. Will the new business be able to start soon? Will the new business be able to start soon? Not yet, sweetheart. If you're having anxiety about it, you're going to create a delay or a block to the opening of you starting your new business. Nightmares, anxiety, grief turning into depression, but not everything is as it seems. The moon card represents a distortion in the energy. You're trapped in an illusion. You've got to trust your gut, your intuition, and pay attention to the signs and the symbols and the synchronicities. There's two masculines around you. So if they're not here yet, they're coming in at some point. There could be people that's going to partner up with you, collaborate with you, or work with you at some point. But it just feels like it will start eventually. But there seems to be a little bit of a delay. There's a delay to it. And it could, the cause could be your anxiety. Older masculine guy came in. Oh, good. What's up with Kareem? What's up with Kareem? There's a lot of hidden factors around Kareem. You can't see it properly. But this person's got their guard up. This person is not just going to let anyone into their energy. This person has a lot of secrets and keeps a lot of things to themselves. This person likes to do a lot of soul searching, or they like to spend some time on their own. There is a hidden factor around this person. I don't know if this person is ready to move forward in this connection or whatever this may be. They seem to be stuck in a cycle of lessons, or stuck in a cycle, learning lessons. They need to learn important lessons which they haven't learned yet. It's that sort of energy. Miriam, does Brian think of you? Does Brian miss or think of you? And guys, loved ones, does Brian miss or think of Miriam, please and thank you. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. You do not need to gift me. Copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. Members and subscribers can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives and during my lives. Only subscribers will always get a guided message with every question they ask me. And I go live every Sunday for my subscribers. No. I do not think this person misses you. I do not think this person thinks of you. This is what this person thinks of you. You're so self-sufficient that you don't need anybody. This person's kind of moved on. The World card is the ending of the cycle between you and Brian and moving on. I feel like Brian is moving on. I feel like you'll have another opportunity around love, and it isn't Brian. I don't think Brian thinks about you either. There's just something, there's a disconnect here in regards to Brian. Any messages for Juliet? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Juliet need to know? Please, in love and light. If you're not happy with your membership and you are not happy with your subscription or your super fan subscription, don't be any of those things, and I will still read for you anyway. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe, and you do not need to follow me because I don't want to get abused at the end of the live. Gifting doesn't guarantee you a reading. However, if you want to be seen out of the 106 people in the room, it is the card drifting above the screen. You need to walk away from something that doesn't emotionally fulfill you. A person, a situation, a negative way of thinking, self-defeating beliefs about yourself. It's time to walk away. It seems like you might be holding on to something. You haven't walked away. The Death card is telling you to let it go. There are big changes, endings, moving on, a rebirth around you. I've got two people coming into your matrix. If they're not here yet, they're coming in at some point, lovers or friends. I feel like you need to get back your power. Like, don't relinquish your power to anybody. You're coming out as the Emperor. The Emperor upside down could be a little bit irritated and be in their ego, or is too busy worrying, concerning themselves with everybody else. You need to cut out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people that no longer serve you. Is a buyer coming this month? Zen, is a buyer coming this month? Is a buyer coming this month? Wendy, you're on my list. Is a buyer coming this month? Is a buyer coming this month for Zen, please, and thank you. Is a buyer coming this month? Yes. Be patient. What you're putting out is going to come back in, especially in the form of cash. Do not go into your ego and get worried or get stressed out about it, because you will create a delay to the yes. But yes is the answer to your question, Zen. There is going to be somebody that's going to buy the car. Yes. Just wait, hun. Wait. Any messages on love for me, Jenny? What does Jenny need to know, please, in love and light for Jenny? What does Jenny need to know, please, in love? What does Jenny need to know around love, please? What does Jenny need to know around love? What does Jenny need to know around love? You cannot go into a relationship until you healed your heart. Let go of your insecurities. Don't try it and think that I don't know that you might be focusing on somebody from the past, or you haven't let go of someone from the past, or you haven't healed from someone in the past, and then you carry insecurities that you're still holding on to. Queen of Wands upside down. The Queen of Wands upright is confident, self-assured, and free-spirited. You got to pave over the cracks of your broken heart. An older masculine will come in and give you the love that you're seeking, a soulmate, romantic love, partnership, proposal, marriage, a higher form of commitment. All you've got to do is get out of the way. Get out of your own way. Jade, general, angels, guides, loved ones, love. What does Jade need to know in love, please? What does Jade need to know around love? You specifically put love. Let's have a look and see. You could potentially meet somebody around work, study, or education. If you're in a relationship, not sure why you're asking about love. Jade. Could meet somebody at a party or a social event. You're supposed to get married and have a higher form of commitment. A spiritual connection is coming your way. You could meet somebody around party, social event, travel and relocation. Expansion is in your energy around love and marriage. I also see 333 everywhere I go. So you're going to see 333 everywhere you go. This represents expansion, travel, collaboration, and partnership. You might meet somebody in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or the third of a month, depending on what situation you're in. Anything for Tina? Tina, angels, guides, loved ones. What does Tina need to know, please, in love and light? What does Tina need to know, please, in love and light for Tina? What does Tina need to know, please? Tina. You better get out of your head, Tina. If you're focusing on all the bad things, yeah? If your ego is on all the bad things and thinking about all the things that has gone wrong, could go wrong, may go wrong, and you're in the energy of manifestation, you're going to manifest all the good things and all the bad things at the same time. Why is that? Because you've got the magician and you're coming out as the magician and the magi. You can think it, feel it, say it, manifest and co-create it. If you think about the good and bad stuff at the same time, you'll infinitely manifest everything here in the physical world all at the same time. Now you can manifest as the magician more problems and trapped emotions and thoughts, or you can manifest money, education, study. Okay, stop. Right. All right, thank you. Shut up. Sorry, the alarm went off. All right. Lady House. You're the first one on my list. So I've got Lady House and Wendy. I'm going to be on for another hour and 37 minutes and then I'm gone. If you're interested in getting an in-depth 13 card reading and you want to know what the card drifting reading looks like, this is it. So if you're interested in getting a 13 card reading, I'm going to pin it on the bottom of the screen now. I'm going to be on here for another hour and 37 minutes and then I'm gone. I am still trying to post up 3 of my lives, so be patient with me. If you would like to get on my list and you would like to get a 13 card reading, I'm about to do one for Louise now. It is the card drifting. The card drifting needs to pop up on the screen with your name. And once I see it, you'll be added onto my list and you will bypass the 105 people in the room. Louise, general, please and thank you. Louise. What does Louise need to know? I don't know whether you're in a relationship or not, angels, guides, loved ones. This is for Louise. There's something about divine feminine. You're in your divine feminine energy. There's also, are you having neck problems? Shoulder problems down to your back? All of a sudden my neck feels weird. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's just me, but that's weird. Oh, okay, good. Because I'm like, what the fuck's going on? My neck. My neck and my back. No, maybe not. So I feel like as I'm connecting to you, my head hurts as well. What's happening here? Headaches, migraines, huh? Out of equilibrium, maybe? Oh, God, my neck feels weird. My head feels weird. Honey, you need to meditate. You need to ground your ass into Mother Nature. What star sign are you? Are you getting like headaches or migraines or something? Or something around the neck pain, which is going to cause something around the head here. I feel like you're protected by angels. Right, she's saying yes to all of it. Okay. You need to go out into Mother Nature and put your feet on the grass, on the ground. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? It's kind of like a curse, and it's also a blessing when I can pick up on everybody's feelings, emotions, or pain. It's just really, it just takes its toll, you know? You need to ground your energy, so you need to be out in Mother Nature. Are you in a relationship or are you single? Because I feel like tarot, make it up as you go. Bullshit, lies, start to finish. Thomas, why are you here, sweetheart? I just want to say love and light to you, but you don't need to be here, okay? Love and light to you, sweetheart. You can piss off now. You don't need to be here. Bye! Like, don't come into people's lives and say horrible things. That's not very nice. Didn't your mother teach you any manners? So it feels like... Are you in a relationship? What star sign are you? I feel like there's something about sexuality, intimacy. I keep seeing Cupid in my third eye. So I feel like as I'm connecting to your energy, I feel like there's supposed to be some sort of love. I've got Libra. I keep seeing number 222 and 77 everywhere I go when I'm connecting to you, Louise. I keep seeing like an opportunity for love and growth. I feel like as I'm connecting to you in your divine feminine energy, I feel like you got to move away from the noise. I feel like you need to move from the noise. I keep seeing roses around you as well, like red roses when I'm connecting into your energy, but I am seeing this. What star sign are you, sweetheart? Now that you said yes, it's gone. I'm not asking anyone here to believe in what I do. If you don't like what I do, you can flick on to the next person. You don't need to stay here and be cruel or mean, because I wouldn't do that to you. So, you know, just piss off in love and light. Sorry. Just because I'm like a person who's like connected, it doesn't mean that I'm going to put up with shit. I'm still a Capricorn after all. All right, here we go. Louise, what star sign are you? Those are the first things that I picked up on when I connected into your energy, when I connected to your picture, I connected. That's the first things that I picked up on. Just wanted to let you know. So I always say what I feel first and what I see from my third eye. Oh, stop it, W. All right, here we go. I can't see what her comment is. I wonder what star sign you are. All right, here we go. General. What does Louise need to know? There's something about the scales, the balancing of the scales, I feel. You might even be signing a contract at some point, Louise. It could be a new house, a new car, a new home. It could even be a marriage is what I'm seeing as I'm connecting into your energy. Are you in a relationship? Are you single? Just so I can tune in better. It feels like you've gone through a lot. You might have stayed in a situation longer than you should have, and now the universe is calling you to move aside. And if you don't move aside from the situation that you're in, what's going to happen is the universe is going to make you so uncomfortable that you have no choice but to move and but to come out of the situation that you're in. It could be an emotional situation. It could be a physical one. It could be You're married. Right. So I feel like there is something going on here. Okay. There needs to be balance because I saw the scales, harmony in your energy. It could be within the marriage. It could be within, like, just in general. Maybe Cupid is flying around because there needs to be more love and more intimacy, more sexuality, more expression in that way. Otherwise, it's going to create this upheaval here. If it's not in the marriage energy, it will be in the life energy. It could be around the work arena. It could be your emotions that you're feeling like no one can see or feel what I'm feeling, and I don't know how to express myself. There is healing being done underneath the surface of things because the Temperance is always a card of balance and harmony and doing things in moderation. The Temperance card is always about healing, being healed underneath the surface of things. But the Temperance card is also filling up your own cup. You might be spreading yourself too thinly and trying to help everyone and give everybody the time and the love and the energy, and you might not be doing it enough for yourself, which is going to create uncomfortability in your physical body. I feel like there's a younger masculine around you. If he's not here yet, he's coming in. Could be a lover or a friend. Money, pay rise, promotion, slow and steady wins the race is what I'm seeing around you. An offer coming your way that's going to be tangible and long lasting. I've got another man around you. So again, two masculines in your energy, lovers or friends. You're married, somebody that you could be collaborating with, somebody that you could be partnering up with, but both of these masculine energies has to do with finances and money. So it could be people that you'll work with later on down the line, two people that you're going to meet in the work arena at some point. Maybe you want to start a business and these are going to be people that you're going to be collaborating with at some point. Yes, maybe you want to start your own business. So when you have the 8 of Coins card, the 8 of Coins represents mastering your craft, creating a body of work, enjoying your employment. So look how much cash you have around you, Lady House. Look how much cash is in your energy. These are all coin cards. So absolute stability and abundance coming your way. And if it isn't here yet, it's because you might be creating a block to your blessings. I've also got the Magi. So the Magi is the magician. So you're in the Magi energy. Hey, Ophelia. I do have my own business. So the magician is, what are you manifesting? Are you putting all your vibration all the way up to the heavens, or are you low vibration and in worries and fears and sadness and despair? Because if you're in that energy, what the hell do you think the magician is going to manifest? Blocks, uncertainty, like you holding on, you wanting that long-term sense of security, but at the same time feeling like, am I going to have what I ask for if I work so hard? There's an energy about you as well, Lady House Louise, where you are like at a crossroads, like going back and forth, trying to make a decision, trying to make a compromise, trying to figure out what is the best direction to go in, to stay or not to stay, to go or not to go. That is the question. The Judgment card is not judging yourself too harshly or anybody else around you, but the Judgment card is also clarity, the final decision, the wake-up call, and your life's purpose. Now, anchoring your reading, more cash. Not even anchoring, it's like your 10th card. So look at all of this money energy around you. Anytime I get the 10 of Coins, I always say to somebody, this is legacy, inheritance, financial gain, blessings upon blessings, the new house, the home, the business, getting a scratch card or a lottery ticket because you've got a lot of stability coming into your energy, coming your way. All you've got to do basically is get out of your own way. What is the 5 of Swords? The 5 of Swords is always a mental conflicting card. The 5 of Swords is all up in your head about it. The 5 of Swords is conflict, challenges, obstacles, rivalry, sports play, feeling like you've won the battle, but you didn't win the war energy. So if you're looking for changes in your life, you're going to see, like I said, 2, 2, 2 and 7s everywhere you go. If you haven't seen it yet, Lady House, you're going to start to see it everywhere you go. I also feel like as I'm connected to you, it's like get out of the ego, build a new and strong, solid foundation for your future ahead. Don't focus on what's to come, focus on the present and create it now for the future energy. So you've got the ladybug. Ladybirds are good luck, by the way. It says, this is a time to go, this is a time of good fortune and abundance. I am so good. And you got all of this cash on the table. So be willing to receive all the good things in your life. Ooh, Ladybug, that is so good. And then you've got reflection. Yes, reflection. It says memories, observation, and contemplation. And then self-doubt is your last card. It says, believe in the wonder of creation. Believe in the wonder of you. You are in control. You are powerful. You can achieve. You are worthy. Release any self-doubt and old beliefs to the universe and focus only on good thoughts. So good thoughts will get you so far. I am seeing Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, Gemini, Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio in your reading. So I hope that helps you in some way. If you're interested in getting a reading like I just gave to Lady House, it is the card drifting. I've pinned it on the bottom of your screen. The card drifting needs to come up on the screen with your name, and then I will add you onto my list. I'm going to be on here for another hour and 26 minutes, and then I'm out. So now I'm going to read for people who are not following me, because I like to cater to everyone across the board, not just my followers, also people who don't follow me. I always say this throughout my lives. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to like, share, or subscribe. Mary Jo doesn't follow me, but I am drawn to you, Mary, because my guides has highlighted your name. Does Desi have feelings for me, please and thank you? Angels, guides, loved ones, does Desi have feelings for you? If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, you're not happy with your superfan membership, then don't be any of those things, and I will still read for you anyway. Does this person have feelings for you? Yes, I do. I think so. You've got more feelings, though, for this person, and Desi isn't the only person in your matrix. The Lover's card is a choice of two people. So Desi, yes, and someone else. The Lover's card is a divine counterpart, a soulmate. I feel like you're the one that's going to have more emotions for Desi, though. And I also feel like you need to take action on something and stop procrastinating. There needs to be a balance in your energy, and you need to take a leap of faith. You got a clean slate energy around you, and new beginnings is what I can see also in your energy. Any messages for the month? These guides, loved ones. What does Rizwan need to know, please, in love and light? You do not need to follow me. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe to get a reading. Copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I'll read for you. Members and subscribers can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives, during my lives only. You have a choice and an opportunity coming your way. This could be like love. Ace of Cups is love, the birthing of a child, marriage, a higher form of commitment, a relationship. I do feel like you need to cut out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people. I do feel like you need to get out of your head and stop thinking about the worst case scenario. I am seeing a younger masculine around you that you could be collaborating with, partnering up with later on down the line. I am seeing that as I'm connecting to you. Wendy, you're next on my list. Angel guides, loved ones, this is for Wendy. General. All right, sweetheart, I got you. I am about to do a 13 card reading for Wendy. If anyone is interested in getting a 13 card reading, again, it is the card drifting above the screen or in the gift box below. That will get you 13 cards. Wendy, record your reading, voice record it, screen record it, because at this point, I don't know if I'm able to download my lives. I'm having technical difficulties downloading 3 of my lives. So record it if you can, so you can go back to it later on. You're going to see 555 everywhere you go, Wendy. If you haven't started, and like a change and a butterflies. White butterflies everywhere you go. I feel like you need to light a candle and make a wish. I feel like you need to get rid of any anger, resentment, or any hurt or pain that's lingering in your DNA. In your body, in your vehicle, your vessel. You need to remove any of these energies that are going to cause any sort of stagnancy. Is that right? Stagnant energy. I also feel, as I'm connecting to you, like Vegas, going on a holiday, nightlife, taking a gamble. I feel like you're going to keep repeating this cycle, the same drama. It feels like stuck in a loop if you do not move past whatever energy this is, the thought, the feeling, the situation, the person. I also feel like there's a change and a new beginning. I've got Aries and I keep seeing 1s and 5s everywhere. So you're going to see that everywhere you go. as I'm connecting into your energy, Wendy. I also feel like you need to persevere and keep moving forward. And I don't know whether you're in a relationship or not, but I feel like there's a karmic relationship coming your way. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a friendship where you had karma in a past life together. This person could potentially, so someone coming into your life, it could be a friendship, because we have many soulmates. Soulmates is just not my husband and my wife. You could have like soulmates as brothers and sisters and aunties and uncles, and these are soulmates. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, you might be triggered this month, because this month of May is about purging, releasing, and letting go of all things that doesn't serve you, letting go of resentment and trauma and turmoil and triggers. Like, deal with it and then move past it. I feel like the situation that you're in is already resolved, and I feel like you need to light a candle and make a wish. Make sure that when you make this wish, Wendy, your heart, mind, body, and soul is in sync with what you're asking for. In order to manifest what you want, heart, mind, body, and soul has to match each other, guys. That's where people don't understand about prayers, manifestations, or wishes. The heart will send out a signal of, I know I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be abundant. The brain sends out another signal going, something is going to go wrong, get in fight and flight mode. Your mouth will say, this is bullshit. It's never going to happen for me. Then the universe goes, look how many different signals they're sending out. What do you want? You clearly don't know what you want, because you're saying you want this, but your mind and your mouth is saying something different. So do you get it now? If you're I'm in my own head. Well, get out of there and get into the heart. I'm doing a 13 card reading for Wendy. If anyone is interested in getting a 13 card reading, I've pinned it on the bottom of your screen. It is the car drifting. You'd have to click on that. The car drifting would have to pop up on the screen. Once it pops up on the screen with your name, you'll get your 13 card reading. And I highly recommend, Wendy, that you record it, voice record it, or screen record it. I'm going to be here on TikTok for another 1 hour and 19 minutes. And then I'm out. Here we go. Here we go. So I see that. I see when you said you're all up in your head. I can see it. Swords represent the mind, the intellect, and the ego. You need to let something go. You need to let something go. You need to let something move past you. You need to move on from whatever this is that is you all up in your head. Don't forget, guys, we are people. We are sovereign. We are souls that belong to God's source. And you don't have to believe in God. It's fine. God believes in you. Just know that. But if you are the co-creator of your world and your reality through your free will choices, what the hell are you thinking about? What are you trying to manifest into your life? What you really need to do, as I'm connecting to you, Wendy, is cutting out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people, and say what you mean and mean what you say. This is the baddest bitch out of all the queens in the tarot cards. This Queen of Swords is logic of mind. She's strategic. She's self-sufficient. She's totally, brutally honest. She says what she means and means what she says. And she says it in a loving kind of way. You do need to walk away from something that doesn't emotionally fulfill you. The universe is trying to prepare new adventures for you. How are you supposed to be going into something brand new if you're too busy focusing on everything that happened in the past, or you're too busy focusing on the old? You need to meditate and go within. Soul searching, spending some time on your own, that personal quest for truth and clarity, spiritual illumination, spiritual insight. You need to learn to take a leap of faith. The universe wants you to take a leap of faith. So the Fool card is about new beginnings, new adventures, new opportunities. It's like travel as well. I've got an older masculine around you, somebody that you could be partnering up with or collaborating with, somebody that you might need to reevaluate, surrender, and let go of, just in case this person's giving you some sort of, you know, anxiety or stress. Could be in the work arena, or again, family members, colleagues, co-workers. Our family members are our greatest teachers, and a lot of people don't realize that. I feel like there's going to be some sort of a wake-up call around you. The Judgment card. Don't judge yourself or anyone too harshly. There is going to be some sort of a wake-up call, so pay attention to the signs and the symbols and the synchronicities. Pay attention to the blessing in disguise, sweetheart. I am seeing that you need to be childlike and have some fun and let your hair down. When is the last time you laughed so hard that you peed in your pants just a little bit? I feel like everything that you put out is coming back to you. The equal balance of give and take, generosity. That's in your energy. What you put out is coming back to you. Anytime I see the 6 of coins, for me, that's payback's a bitch. Payback's a bitch. I feel like with this card, this is victory, success, recognition, being awarded for the good work that you've done. This also represents success. Yes, success, victory, recognition, and awards. The moon card anchors your reading. This is divine feminine. The sun is divine masculine. The moon is divine feminine. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to the signs and symbols and synchronicities. Dream journal will be really good for you, is what I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you. You've got the panda as one of your guided messages. It says, create a sacred space for yourself in your home and in your workplace where you can sit there and meditate, where you can go within and do that soul searching that I was telling you to do with the Hermit card. You've got the lessons. We're here to learn, grow, evolve, and then we go home. Journey, growth, and experience. Lessons. Every person you meet, every road you take, every walk you walk is a lesson and an experience. So your soul will evolve and grow. And then you've also got choose happiness. It says, for a reason, find a reason to feel good. Go out for lunch with friends, read a book, watch a movie, play sports, laugh, listen to music, or even dance in your kitchen. Do anything that makes you feel good. Focus only on the positive aspects of your life. Choose happiness. So this is what I'm seeing as I'm connecting to you, Wendy. The star signs around you, I've got Virgo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer in your energy. Cancerian energy around you. So I hope that helps you in some way, Wendy. I've got no one on my list, so I'm going to go all the way to the top, and I'm going to include followers and people who don't follow me. And again, if you want to get a 13 card reading, it is the card drifting above the screen or in the gift box below. Please note that I'm going to be on here for another hour and 14 minutes and then I'm out. Chanel, will another love sell any of my old diamond jewelry this month? The energy is a bit delayed, but it will happen. Ace of Cups is you having emotional fulfillment around this question. There is going to be something more fulfilling, but right now it's governed by your lack of hope or faith, or you have worries. You keep looking at what could go wrong, has gone wrong, may go wrong. It feels like there's a part of you that's, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but there is one. So pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to your gut, pay attention to what your soul is telling you, because I do feel like you will get where you need to get, sweetheart. It's just a matter of timing. Ikra, will I get a positive pregnancy test this year? Will you get a positive pregnancy test this year? Ikra, angels, guides, loved ones. Will you get a positive pregnancy test this year? I got the pregnant woman, love. Your worries and fears and doubts are, you're trapped in an illusion. It's like the moon card is divine feminine, but it's like you can't see clearly because the moon distorts the energy. There is a child in your energy. This is a pregnant woman, absolute abundance, pregnancy, the leadership role, pregnant with ideas, anchoring your reading, options and choices coming your way, the soulmate. You're supposed to have a goal, a girl. It's within your karma to have a child. It's in your karmic energy to have a child. You're supposed to have a girl. Julia, does Annie really think of me? Did he really like me? I think he liked you, yeah. But I just think that he's not ready for anything with you or anybody else. I feel like there's a part of you that's quite intimidating for him. I feel like this person's got so much shit going on in their lives that it's not about you. They've got other things going on in their life. It's giving them anxiety, sleepless nights, and they need to end something that's going on in their life that seems to be taking up everything going on around them. You need to kind of move on. 8 of Wands is speed, necessary changes, moving on from the situation. If it's causing you any anxiety or any sort of, you know, uncomfortability, you kind of need to move away from this energy. La India, emotional roller coaster, anything that I should know. Yes, purge all the things that is an emotional roller coaster. If you have no power to change something, surrender it and give it to God. Or you can run your emotions and then get high blood pressure or create a disease or an ailment in the physical body. It's up to you. Look at you. You carry all of this shit on your shoulders, everybody else's problems on your shoulders as well as your own. And then you're exhausted and you're too tired and you burden yourself with other people's conflicts and other people's problems and your problems alone. And it's all too fucking much. All you need to do is like move forward, and you're not. When you got the 6 of Swords upside down, it's like unable to move on, stagnancy. No one can help you move past this situation but yourself. So you can stay in it and get frustrated and be irritated, or you can go, you know what? I have no power to control this situation. I'm moving on from it. I surrender it to God. That's what I do. Razia, what's coming for me this month? Razia. Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Razia need to know, please? In love and light. Thank you. I couldn't pin it up. Choices, options, lovers, divine counterpart, good news, a message, an offer, the birthing of a child, if not you, in your family. Something emotionally fulfilling, healing, being done underneath the surface of things. If you're giving time, love and energy to somebody, make sure you're healing yourself. It's important that you heal you, not just everyone else. Will I close a deal in June? Mia, will you close a deal in June? Will you close a deal in June, Mia? Will you close a deal in June? Angels, guides, loved ones, will you close a deal in June? Yes, 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, or the 9th of June, but they're showing me number 9. I feel like there is money, self-sufficiency, financial gain, solo and luxury pleasures. This is going to take you further out into the world. Leap of faith, clean slate. You need to have healthy boundaries. Don't talk about your business to any energy vampires or soul-sucking critters. And then there's going to be an offer coming your way. It could be around love, romantic gestures, or it could be an offer that is going to be emotionally fulfilling. So I am seeing that as I'm connecting to you. Butterfly, any messages for you, please? You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. Members and subscribers can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives and during my lives only. I do try to post up all of my lives on my YouTube channel, but I am having technical difficulties. So you need to record your reading if you have another device. You need to say what you mean and mean what you say and cut out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people. You're rebuilding a solid foundation, a more solid structure. You no longer want to be mentally, physically, or spiritually in the situation that you want to be in, and you might want to move past it because there's so much more stuff waiting for you. There's a pregnancy around you, if not you, but later on. Absolute abundance. You were born to be a leader. You've got some new beginnings, mental clarity, new challenges, new opportunities, even a new job. At some point, you might be traveling, taking a leap of faith, new adventures, new opportunities coming your way. Maria, will I move after my daughter graduates? Will you move after your daughter graduates? Angels, guides, loved ones. Will you move after your daughter graduates? I don't think so. You will move eventually, but not straight after your daughter graduates. No. Maybe you're in 3 months, the 3rd of a month. Something in and around 3. In and around 3, there will be a celebration. Celebration I feel like you need to wait for some finances, or you need to wait for some money. I feel like there will be a move, but not after your daughter graduates. It could be a little bit after. You've got a fiery climax reaches resolution. No, a fiery climax approaches. So yes, something bigger is going to come into your energy. Patricia, does Stefan have feelings for you? Does Stefan have feelings for you? Patricia, does Stefan have feelings for you? If you would like to get on my list and you would like to get an in-depth 13 card reading, see if I can pin it on the bottom of the screen. It is the card drifting. That will get you on my screen, and that will get you 13 cards. Please record it. Once you click on that button, it should pop up on the screen with your name. And then I'll be able to give you a 13 card reading. Yeah, but you're never going to know about it. Patricia, I do feel like this person does have feelings for you, but this person's got a lot of underlying issues, possibly mentally, because they're dealing with things in their personal life that you don't know about. They might even be worrying about money, finances. They're probably worrying about like judgment. It just feels like you might have been married to this person in a past life. I feel like I'll say to you, be careful of what you wish for, because you might get it. Sometimes when we get the thing that we asked for, we don't like it in the end. So we've got to be careful what we asked for. Does M regret denying his son and for disrespecting you? Yes. Yes. A guilt-ridden Nine of Swords. And that's probably why this person felt like they had to walk away. There's a lot of deception around this person. This person didn't just lie to everybody. They kind of lying to themselves. There's a lot of conflict, a lot of other people getting involved in the business, making you feel a certain type of way. Don't relinquish your power to this person. But yes, this person regrets denying son. And yes, this person regrets disrespecting you. But you'll never know about it. I can't guarantee you I'm going to pull you a good card, but I will, Sabrina, pull you cards and see what you need to know. Sabrina, angels, guides, loved ones. I shuffle the cards, so I don't know what cards is going to come out for your energy. What does Sabrina need to know? You need to get out of your head. Stop over-analyzing and overthinking things. Stop stressing out about it, because you're going to end up blocking your blessings. This is self-imprisonment, restriction, and isolation. You're supposed to be traveling, relocating, or moving, or things are supposed to be speeding up for you. But for some reason, there could be a delay to it or a stagnant energy. You might need to have a break. You might need to have a break from school or work, because the Queen of Coins upside down is maybe exhausted and tired. Take action. Take action on something that you need to do. The Chariot is movement, action, changes, travel, relocation, the need to balance the yin and yang energy. Did Josie come back to Nardos? Novelle. Did Josie come back to Nardos? No. There needs to be a lot of healing done. They're not meant to be with each other right now. There seems to be a lot of crap going on. I also feel like they might have been married, or they were supposed to get married, or they were supposed to be together for a certain amount of time, but something didn't feel right. Teresa, are me and my husband going to forgive each other? Well, it's not, you can't speak on behalf of your husband, Teresa, but you can speak on your own behalf. Are you going to forgive your husband? That's the question. Are you going to forgive my husband? Are me and my husband going to forgive each other and reconcile soon? Is there forgiveness with Teresa and the husband? Yes. Is there a reconciliation? No. There might be other people getting involved in this situation. The energy feels a little bit out of alignment. Forgiveness is key. It feels like somebody was giving more than the other person. It feels like there was lack of communication or lack of giving on some level. But yes, there will be forgiveness, but I don't think there's going to be a reconciliation. I'm so sorry, honey. And I see another man in the energy as well. Eliza, will I meet my soulmate soon? Angels, guides, loved ones, will you meet your soulmate soon? Let's have a look and see. You will, but you've got to get rid of your emotional insecurity attached to relationships, because this is going to create a problem. I feel like you could meet somebody around work, collaboration, partnership, something in and around this energy. All right, I'm going to be on here for another hour and 1 minute, and then I'm out. If you're interested in getting an in-depth reading, 13 cards, it is the card drifting above the screen or in the gift box below. I highly recommend that you record your reading, guys, so you can watch it later on if you're getting an in-depth reading. Sarah, is Wayne hiding something from me? Angels, guides, loved ones, is Wayne hiding something from Sarah? Please and thank you. Let's have a look and see. Is Wayne hiding something from Sarah? No. You carry on talking like this, you're going to end up creating and co-creating something for Wayne to hide, something that Wayne will hide from you. But from what I can see, I don't see it. You've got some sort of paranoia or insecurity, but I've got no here. You better watch what you're saying, because you're going to end up manifesting whatever it is that you're thinking all up in your head. Taboo, any messages for you? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Taboo need to know, please? In love and light. Any messages for Taboo, please and thank you. Any messages for Taboo, what you need to know? You need to say what you mean and mean what you say, and cut out negative thoughts, words, situations and people. There might be somebody that's going to come into your matrix that you could be collaborating with or partnering up with. You're going to have such a good life. The Sun card upside down or upright is the best life anyway. The Sun card always represents material happiness, joyous outcomes, abundance, children, travel, relocation, good health. And sweetheart, you need to get a lottery ticket or a scratch card, because this is my rich card. This is legacy, inheritance, retirement, financial gain, prosperity. It's all up in your energy, sweetie. Will I have success from the dating app? Probably not. Been on a dating app for about 15 years, and I think I've seen like 100 cocks. And frankly, I can't fucking look at another one. It's so crap. Dating apps are shit. It's better to meet somebody organically and authentically, I say. But hopefully it might work out for you. It says it will work out, but these cards are not that great. Like 5 of Swords is like conflict of the mind, and then the 4 of Cups is like apathy and unfulfilled and a little bit bored, and then the 8 of Swords anchoring your reading. This is what I'm saying. Like, be meeting somebody organically is better than a bloody app. But that's just my opinion, man. You got to do what you got to do. Is what you got to do. Is what you got to do. It's your life. It's not mine. Angelica, will I meet my husband this year / abroad? Will you meet your husband this year? Will it be abroad? Guys, loved ones, let's have a look and see. You're not going to meet your husband this year, no. But you will meet your husband abroad. Probably around the work arena. You'll end up getting married, having kids if you wanted. It's definitely abroad. A lot of the cards that are on the table is all about going away, traveling. You will meet your husband. It might not be this year, and it will be abroad. Yes. Maria, will he contact me? Will he contact you? No. Who the hell is that woman? There's 2. One of them is you, and there's somebody else here. And there's something toxic about this person that you may or may not know about. They could be having other relations with somebody else that you may or may not know about. You probably need to stay away from this person. Nita, will I get a new job by end of June 2026? I think that you're supposed to have your own business. I've got the Queen of Coins upside down. You working for other people is not going to work for you, Nita. This is the jack of all trade, resourceful, domestically skilled queen. If you do go and have a job out there, which I think is going to be a possibility, you're not going to get what you're worth. There's a lot of balance and healing that needs to be done, and you have to do things in moderation. It feels to me like you're supposed to have your own job, your own business. Do I feel like you'll get a job? Of course, in 2026, you sentence yourself. We still have a whole year, like half a year to go. Doris, is Laura suspecting myself and P? Doris, is Laura suspecting myself and P? Yes, but they're not sure about it. They're going back and forth about it. They think maybe it's quite intimate, I suppose, on some level, but they're just not sure about it. But the answer to this question is yes. Rosie, my business heading in the right direction. Any advice? Persevere, keep going, don't stop. Put your hard work, your love into what it is that you love to do, and then it will come to fruition. Stop worrying about it. It will come. Money, pay rise, promotion, investment, study, education, good news, a message and an offer. You have a whole bunch of new beginnings here, but for some reason you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. There is money waiting there. There is clarity, new challenges, new opportunities for you. Rosie, you'll get there in the end, honey. Don't worry about it. Eve, am I better off? Am I better off without friends, or do I need them in my life to learn lessons? It's good to have some friends. The choice is up to you. You have free will. It's not good to not have any friends. You're a giver. You help people. You have a lot of love and passion to give. So I don't think it's... No, you don't have to be on your own. That's pretty sad. At least have one friend. Will I be single by the end of the year? Lucy. Will Lucy be single by the end of the year? Yes. An ending to something brand new. Travel and relocation, opportunities and choices coming your way. Good news, a message and an offer coming your way, but not now, later on. Neo, will me and Emily work through the current problems after I upset her? What did you do, Neil? Neil, am I saying your name right? What did you do? Why did you do that? Will you and Emily work through the current problem after I upset her this weekend? You will get through it, but honey, there's a lot of hard work and grafting you're gonna have to do if you pissed her off. If you fucked her off, you're gonna have to fucking do some fucking... Look, you have some sort of karma together, and you gotta get your shit and your ducks in a row in order for Emily to be like, fine, I'll give you another chance. Get your shit together, yeah? Ellie, will I get the modular home I want ready for us in California before we move there? I don't know if you're gonna get it. You'll get the modular home, but there's a whole bunch of delays to it. It's like there will be movement around it, but it's all later on in the future. I feel like you're supposed to be waiting for some money. There's just all this other stuff that you can't see. I think you need to wait for some money, some cash, some coin. I think you need to listen to your intuition, because you will have some new opportunity coming your way. It just feels like there's a whole bunch of delays. There's a whole delay around it. I don't know what the delay is, but there is a whole bunch of delays. Your guided message is confidence is key to success. There's a whole bunch of delays around it. If you would like to get on my list and you would like to get a 13 card reading, it is the card drifting above the screen or in the gift box below. You do not need to gift me. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. Monica, is E for me? For this timeline, yeah, but not forever. I feel like you're supposed to learn something from E, and E is supposed to learn something from you. But the energy is a little bit stuck and stagnant. You might self-sacrifice your happiness to please this person and then feel left out in the cold. You might even feel like you're a mother to this person. It feels like a mothering sort of a vibration. Is the job that I'm going to be in doing with Elaine make me able to afford everything that I want? Abby, I don't think so. I think it's a bit toxic, and you may not know about it yet. You might not get the money that you deserve, or you might not get the money or the means, or you might get the money, but then it's like not going to be worth what you're doing. Like what you're doing is too much and you're not getting paid enough. Daisy, I would appreciate a guided message. And you guys, loved ones, what does Daisy need to know? Daisy. What does Daisy need to know? Well, you need to get out of your head first and foremost, because you thinking about everything that could go wrong, may go wrong, will go wrong, is going to go wrong because you're in your head. You're isolating the energy and you're trapping your thoughts and your emotions all up in your brain. And then it's like you're blocking the blessings. You need to have healthy boundaries from energy vampires and soul-sucking critters. I feel like you need to cut out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people and say what you mean and mean what you say. There is a younger masculine coming your way. If he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. And you've got money, self-sufficiency, financial goals, solo and luxury pleasures coming into your energy. You've got a lot of blessings in your energy. Am I getting my British citizenship and settle soon, please? Naz. Get your British citizenship. Not yet. But you don't worry about this, Naz, because you're going to have shitloads of cash later on down the line. You keep working hard and you keep doing your grafting and you're going to get more than your citizenship. You will travel, relocate and move out of rough waters into smoother waters. You will get where you need to get to, sweetheart. You don't worry about that. I know right now you might not be able to see it, but if you have faith and you don't lose faith and you don't lose hope, you're good to go. You're good to go. What have angel towards you? I don't understand the question. What have angel towards you? What I don't know what you mean. Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Sky 05 need to know, please? In love and light. You need to let go of something that doesn't emotionally fulfill you. A person, a situation, a negative way of thinking. You need to release and let go and unburden yourself of any heavy burdens that you're holding on to. You need to be childlike and let your hair down. And you need to like have some fun in your life. There's unexpected gifts and pleasantries coming your way. Once you let go of something that doesn't serve you, the wheel of fortune is going to turn in your favor. So it's like good karma, a turning point, travel and relocation, good news, movement around your energy, something to look forward to. Dima, is Brian over me? Will there be a reconciliation? You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to gift me to... get a reading. Copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. Is Brian over you? Will there be a reconciliation? Dima. Is Brian over you? Yes. There's some sort of cheating, lie, deception, a betrayal, or something that you're going to find out about Brian that you might not like. Is there a reconciliation? No. You need to move out of rough waters into smoother waters. If you got back together with this person, you're going to feel apathy, unfulfilled, boredom, and you're not going to be seeing the blessing in disguise. If this person has separated from you, the universe has done you a solid. The universe has done you a favor. Nicola. Will I get married again in the future? Angels, guides, loved ones. Will Nicola get married again in the future? Will Nicola get married again in the future? Will Nicola get married again in the future? There is a potential for marriage, sweetheart. I am seeing a younger masculine here. And this is the marriage card. Marriage, traditions, a soulmate. But I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. And I'll tell you why, Nicola. You got to get your mojo back. You got to be okay on your own. You've got to find power within yourself. You got to be self-sufficient, free-spirited, self-confident, and be like, I don't need a man. I just want one. You know, I've been single for 14 years. Do I want a man right now? No, because that would mean I'd have to wax my asshole. And I'd have to shave and all this shit. And I ain't got time for that crap. Hairy ass all the way. Marcy, will I get the money I need? I have to shave my armpits and shave my legs and fucking wax my shit. Fuck that. Fucking painful, man. Not me. Will I get the money that I need? Not yet, sweetie. How are you going to attract the money that you need when you don't even believe it's coming your way? You think there's always an issue, a problem. The 9 of coins is upside down. It's like, I know money's coming, but I don't know if it's coming. I don't think it will. It's like, how? And then you create upheaval, destruction, crumbling down of your world. You ain't listening to your intuition. You are probably sitting there thinking about the worst case scenario when it comes to finances and money. Why? Why would you do that? Why? Portia, will Prince and I come back together romantically? Let's have a look and see. Will Prince and Portia come together romantically? I gotta know. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done. You and Prince. There has to be some sort of balance and doing things in harmony and moderation. And it feels like maybe the person that you're dealing with is sexually orientated and really immature and basically needs to grow the fuck up. If you're interested in getting an in-depth 13 card reading, I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen. Once you click on that button, the car should pop up on the screen with your name and you'll be added onto my list and you'll bypass everybody in the room. Give me 1 second. So freaking true. What, with the whole waxing thing? Yeah, I think so. Sargis. My career with workplace. What do you want to know? I don't think you're happy where you are. I don't know if you're happy with the career or you're happy with the career, but you're not happy in the place that you're working with. I've got self-imprisonment, restriction, isolation. I feel like there could be a little bit of under the surface level bickering, competition and bullshit. I feel like there's going to be a new opportunity for you around the work arena. New opportunity, new job, pay rise, promotion, investment, something a bit more better somewhere else. I do feel like you need to start taking action on something that you want to do. If you're bored and you're not happy where you are, you need to reevaluate the current place that you're working in. If you're happy with the career that you're doing, then go forth and prosper. But if you're not happy, then you're going to have to reevaluate the current place that you're in, and maybe, I don't know, move somewhere else where the energy flow is a little bit better. I can see what the hell is going on here. Is Muhammad my soulmate? Well, first and foremost, guys, you don't just have one soulmate, you have many. Could you imagine if you meet your soulmate when you're like 15 years old, and then your soulmate end up dying like in their 50s? Are you supposed to be alone forever then? I don't think so. The universe is going to send somebody else to you, is how it works. Soulmates can be your best friend as well. Is Muhammad one of Alfia's soulmates? Yes. This person is not ready for whatever the hell you're ready for. This person is, you don't know whether they're coming or going. They've got a lot of passion, creative projects, fires, energy around them. It's like they are always going, gone. You don't know whether they're coming or going. I feel like you need to figure something out. You're coming out as a queen. This person's coming out as a knight. So there could be a difference in age or a difference in maturity. This person is more sexually orientated. Like in it for the booty call. Anything I need to know from my angels, please? Luna. What does Luna need to know, please, in love and light? I knew it. Luna. I need to shuffle that again. Sorry, one of the cards were upright. What do you need to know? Luna. I've got an older masculine coming your way. If he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. Could be a lover or a friend. I'm also seeing, as I'm connecting to you, that you are born to be a leader, so you need to lead. I also feel like you're a woman that thinks like a man, or you need to think like a man, shall I say. This represents power, respect, leadership, making plans and being strategic. At some point, there is going to be a wedding around you, and I feel like emotional fulfillment. And at some point, you're supposed to be traveling, relocating, and going on a holiday. Universe kind of wants you to take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Tima, Matt and I get back together. Will Matt and Tima get back together? Yes, but I don't think anything will change. Whatever broke you up in the first place, the energy is still there. Nothing has changed. Heart chakras are blocked. You want that long-term sense of security, but you're not going to get it. It feels like there needs to be a wake-up call. It feels like you guys are supposed to learn something from each other, but it also feels like there's a lot of things going on underneath the surface of things that you may and may not know about. This is conflict, battles, other people getting involved in your situation or other people getting involved in your business. Will I change my career in the future? Cats, you want to know if you're going to change your career in the future. I will ask you this, Cat. If you're not happy in the career that you're doing right now, then you are going to change your career. If you're not happy with what you're doing and you're not satisfied and you don't wake up in the morning and go, oh my God, I love what I'm doing, then you need to go. If you wake up in the morning and go, oh my God, I love what I'm doing. I love this so much. I want my own business while I'm doing what I love to do. Then yeah, the choice is yours. You have free will. It looks to me like you have to change it. The death card is out. Big changes, endings, rebirth, moving on, transformation. Feeling more at one with the career that you're doing. And if you don't feel that way, then you need to find some sort of balance. If you're emotional about it and you're drowning in your emotions and you know that something needs to change, what are you waiting for? Anything that I need to know today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Bill. Christiana. It feels like if you are trying to make things right and you're letting go of things of the past, you are turning the karmic wheel in your favor. There's a new car around you, a new vehicle, or getting into a vehicle and doing some traveling. The Wheel of Fortune always represents cause and effect, win-win situations, good luck, a turning point in your life. It talks about moving forward. You're going to see 7-7 everywhere you go. So if you haven't seen 7s everywhere you go, you're going to start to see it. You have to make sure that you fight for what you believe in and remain on top of your game. Be your authentic self. But things will change for you and move for you, and it will start to feel and get better. If you would like to get on my list and you would like to get an in-depth reading, I've pinned it on the bottom of the screen. It is the card drifting that will get you on my list and get you 13 cards. I'm leaving in 26 minutes, guys. I am out. Karen, how will my sister happy divorce go? Will she be financially okay? Karen. Will she be financially okay? Yes. How will it go? It will go. Heartache, heartbreak, separation, sadness, crossroads energy, another opportunity for love for her. She's got to let go of her ego. She's having nightmares about it. She's stressing out about it. And divorces are not supposed to be like happy-go-lucky and rainbows and daisies. Of course, it's going to be intense, but her finances are going to be okay. And she will be okay. And she'll end up meeting somebody else. Anything I need to know about my love life, Mary? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Mary need to know? Mary. You're going to have a choice and an option coming your way. A choice of something, someone, a situation, people, love. The Lover's card represents a soulmate, a divine counterpart, a choice. You need to have healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries needs to be implemented. Protect yourself from energy vampires and soul-sucking critters. There's a younger masculine around you. If he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. Friend or lover, you'll know when this person gets here. You need to pay attention to the signs and symbols and synchronicities. Do not be in denial. Do not think that you're weak or you don't have any power. I feel like you have to get rid of any insecurities when it comes to love. Otherwise, you're going to feel like trauma or pick up trauma from something in the past, and it's going to affect the new relationship going forward. So again, surrender, release, and let go of any trauma when it comes to relationship, so the next one will bloom. Salwa, will me and Muhammad reconcile or move on? No, move on. You need to move on. He's coming out as the Knight of Swords. So you don't know whether he's coming or going. Logic of mind, strategic, calculated. He can cut you out whenever he wants. You'll feel a sense of boredom, apathy, or feeling unfulfilled. You're somebody that wanted to get married and have something long term, but this person is just not on the same page as you. It feels like you need to move on, but you haven't. Jojo, is something developing between Willie and I? Is something developing between Willie and you? Angel guides, loved ones, is something developing between Willie and you? I don't think so, honey. I feel like you're wishing for it. And the only reason why I don't think this is happening is because Willie's got so much repressed emotions. The King of Cups doesn't like to express how they feel. They're very insecure. Like, you're the one that might have all of these emotions and all of these feelings, but this person is not feeling what you're feeling because they've got other things that they're thinking about. Nine. Any love messages, general. If you're looking for love and you want love, you got to get rid of your insecurities. The 5 of Coins represents lack, feeling left out in the cold, having nothing. I'm not nothing. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'll never fall in love. Maybe I'll never have the structure or the stability. I don't know if there was some sort of deception, lie, or betrayal or cheating around you, but the 7 of Swords is worse than the Devil card. It feels like you want abundance and you want blessings and you want to have a connection and a relationship. But if you're in the sadness and the sorrow and you want a relationship, but you're blocking your heart because you're like saying to yourself, I do want love, but what happens if I give love and then I don't receive love? Then I'm going to be in the same place that I was before. Then there's no point in going into a connection if you still have insecurities. You can't be all up in your head when you go into a new relationship, because this represents self-imprisonment, restriction, and isolation. Sorry? You tell no one to gift you, but you only choose gifters. I say if you want an in-depth reading, then it is the block. If you would like to get an in-depth reading and you would like to get a 13 card, I've been doing free readings for the past 2 hours, so I'm not really sure what that person was talking about. If you're interested in getting a 13 card reading, it is the card drifting above the screen. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to gift me. And I'm not picking for just my gifters. I'm picking for people that my guides are highlighting. So I'm not really sure what that person was talking about. I have been doing free readings for the past, I've got another 20 minutes here. I've been doing free readings. So not sure what you're talking about, sweetheart. But you don't need to come on here if that's how you feel about me. There are so many amazing tarot readers out there. Come off my live and go to somebody else then. Love and light to you, darling. Anything I need to know. There you go. Look at that. Don't need to gift me. I'm still going to do free readings. It's okay. Anything I need to be aware of. Rose. Rose, you're beautiful inside and outside. Okay? This queen is somebody who is self-sufficient, free-spirited, creative, somebody who is beautiful. And unfortunately for a Queen of Wands, you attract a lot of energy vampires. The Lovers card represents an opportunity and a choice. I've got an older masculine coming your way. If he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. And the Chariot talks about a new vehicle. It talks about movement around you. It talks about the need to balance the yin and yang energy. Nicole, you don't need to gift me. I'm not asking for it. If you want an in-depth reading, then yes, that's the gift that I request. But you don't have to do that, and I'll still read for you anyway. You don't even have to follow me to get a reading. Look, I don't know if Nicole is following me, but my guides highlighted her name. So there you go. Any messages on my marriage? Nicole, what do you need to know? I don't think you're happy, Nicole. I don't think you're satisfied. I've got the Queen. Adrian, you're on my list. I'm going to close my list in... I'm going to come off in 18 minutes. Adrian, I got you, sweetheart. You're not happy in the current relationship that you're in, Nicole. I've got the Queen of Cups upside down. The Queen of Cups upside down is somebody who just feels emotionally drained on some level. I feel like the person that you're with could be a bit controlling, or is not doing enough, or the lack of in some way. I feel like there's a lack of victory in the relationship. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, on some level, you don't even have any more karma with each other. I feel like if you're not happy in the relationship, life is too short. So you kind of need to reevaluate the relationship that you're in. If you're not happy with where you are, you got to reevaluate the connection. Or you can stay in the marriage for another 20 years and be absolutely miserable and depressed. And then you look in the mirror and now you're an old woman and your life has just passed you by. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to stay in it or you're going to go? So life is, you gotta make better choices. So the reason why I say you don't need to follow me, gift me, tap the screen, like, share, or subscribe is because I don't want to get abused like that. I didn't realize I was doing something wrong. Don't gift me. Don't follow me. And no, I'm not reading just for my gifters. I have no idea I can see who pops up on the screen. I don't just read for people who gift me. I've been on here 6 years. I didn't get 100,000 followers because I'm just reading for people who gift me, sweetheart. So no, that's so offensive because that's just not who I am. Don't do that. Adrian, come here, darling. Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Adrian. What does Adrian need to know? All right, sweetheart, I got you. Love life with... Huh? What? Love life with Thomas, Antoine, and career. Are you like... You lucky cow. So wait, what is the question? Is it... Like, you have to be specific with your question. Do you want to know about Antoine? Which one is better for you? You're going to have to ask me that question that way. Antoine or the other one? Okay. Because I need to ask the question how you ask it for me. All right. Should, angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Adrian. I'm about to do a 13 card reading for Adrian. I am closing my list in 15 minutes. I'm leaving in 15 minutes. Should I let Thomas go? Is Antoine good for you? Should you let Thomas go? Antoine is not good for you, and I'm sorry, you're going to have to let Thomas go. None of them. Should I let Thomas go? Yes. Is Antoine good for you? No. I knew it. She's like, I knew it. None of them. You're going to be... Whoever you decide to end up with, or whoever you decide to put time, money, love, and attention onto, you're not going to be satisfied either way. None of them are for you. I feel like there's somebody aside from these two. You lucky woman. I feel like there's somebody aside from these two that is already fancies you, that you may or may not know about. Someone is going to express their feelings for you by a call, a text message, and letting you know. It could be a love call. And it's somebody that you could meet in the social energy, like when you're networking. There's something about law of attraction around you. You need to trust your inner guidance because it's on point. I've got collaboration. I've got Aries energy around you. I keep seeing 7 and 1 everywhere I go. I'm also seeing, you're going to see the lies, you're going to realize something isn't right. I feel like I'm hearing toxic in the energy of these two. Drama, argumentative, incompatible with both of these two. I don't like any of them for you. Sorry, honey. I don't like any of them for you. Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Adrian. What does that... there's a lot of cutthroat and immaturity in regards to these people that you're asking about. So you don't need me because your intuition is already saying to you that none of these brothers are good for you. So you already know. You don't need me. I know you need confirmation. I get it, but you don't need confirmation. Your intuition, your body, your soul, your gut, your mind, everything is in alignment telling you something isn't right. But the only reason why you feel like you need confirmation is because you are all up in your head about this. Self-imprisonment, restriction, isolating yourself, thinking that maybe you should be around these people, even though your emotions are completely out of whack around these two people, around these two energies. Not good. That's in the brain, and that's sad emotions. Self-imprisonment, restricting and blocking your blessings. That's not good. This energy don't feel right. You need to focus on your money, your work, and your career, because this is shitloads of money, yes? Legacy, inheritance, retirement, financial gain, leaving a legacy for your children and your grandchildren, getting a scratch card or a lottery ticket. The energy looks amazing here. Two of coins, money card again, you juggling and multitasking, weighing up options, going back and forth about something, someone, or a situation. The need to find equilibrium, the possibility of juggling two jobs or juggling study, education, and then a job. So the universe is telling you to find balance. It feels like two choices, weighing up options, going back and forth, but the universe is telling you find balance in all platforms, yeah? The Ace of Wands talks about love, creative projects, new beginnings, a new job, new opportunities coming your way. I've got the Knight of Swords. There's somebody else already in your matrix. If he's not here yet, he's coming in, but he's already in your energy bubble. Very logic of mind, very smart, very good at talking, very good at conversating. You need to get out of your own way. You need to stop. You need to start looking at your situation from another perspective, and you need to start looking at your situation from another point of view. I am seeing, as I'm connecting to you as well, you need to be in a relationship where there is going to be an equal balance of give and take. So with the Six of Swords, it's like what you put out, you're going to get back in. Giving and receiving, generosity is what I'm hearing. And again, this is money. So when you put out money, time, love, and energy, it's like you're going to get it back. In these connections that you have spoke about, it will feel like you're giving so much and then you get nothing in return. Battle, conflict, challenges, other people getting involved in this connection or this situation. It doesn't feel right. This is conflict, obstacles, challenges, people getting involved in the relationship, in your connection. It don't feel right. Oh my God, another money card. You're supposed to have your own business. The Eight of Coins represents mastering your craft, creating a body of work, enjoying your employment. You might meet somebody else around the work arena. You might meet somebody else, business. Look how much money you got here. Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Anchoring your reading, the Ace of Coins. Look at this. Your energy is on the wrong thing, man. This is all about money, stability and money, collaboration and business and money, winning the lottery, shitloads of money, juggling so much money. Look at all of this cash. What the hell are you talking about these two boys for? Forget them. You're going to meet somebody else around the work arena. I'm telling you, man. You have got to get your attention away from love energy for now and start focusing on business, prosperity, money. That's where you put your energy on. Love will come in when you least expect it. Forget about them two brothers there, man. Forget them. Forget them. You got the zebra. Look what it says. Let go. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. The zebra. And psychic abilities going to blow wide open in 2026. Claircognizant. That means a knowing, wisdom, inspiration. Do you remember when I said to you, you don't need me, you already know. And then the card says knowing. And then it says shadow work. So this is your other guided message. It says, spend time on working on you. How you talk, how you interact, what you focus on the most. Look at how experiences and people shape you. Embrace your imperfections. Continue to learn, improve, and regain control of your life. Your past does not define your future. Have experiences. Yes. If something don't feel right, it's probably a no. Don't go there. If it feels wrong, don't go there, hun. So I hope that helps you in some way, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Will I receive some help feeding my babies today? Angels, guides, loved ones. How can you receive anything when everything is upside down in your energy? The only thing that seems to be upright is stress, conflict, sadness, sorrow, and fear. That's the 5 of Swords. And then you got the 7 of Swords. You need to raise your vibration up to the heavens. You need to talk to your guides, your angels, and your loved ones. You need them to ask you to send, you need to ask them. I had an angel in disguise come to my house when I had no food. A knock on my door, how am I going to feed my kid? And then somebody comes to the door and offers me food. There's like Jehovah's Witnesses giving out food, going to the food bank. There's always help. All you've got to do is ask. Anna, is my nephew Lewis up to no good? Oh, great. I'm going to be the one to throw him under the bus. Angels, guides, loved ones. Is Lewis up to no good? No. He is going through something emotionally shit, though. Like upheaval, destruction, the crumbling down of his world. He might have been up to no good in the past, and the past might be catching up with him. But as of this moment, he isn't, no. There is good karma around him. Is A interested in more than just friendship? Is A interested in more than just friendship? Sonny, no. This person is childish, has a lot of growing up to do, can cut you out. You need to focus on your being alone, money, work, prosperity, the financial aspect of things, because the 9 of Coins is self-sufficiency, solo, and luxury pleasures. I don't think so, honey. Will HR and Raw be good for each other long term? Yes. There's something intuitively that you already know the answer to this question. Not everything is as it seems. There's a hidden element, but yes, they are supposed to be together or learn something from each other. Their energy is bigger than what you think. Sherry, will my daughter find peace in this relationship? Will my daughter find peace in this relationship? The only peace that she's ever going to really find, like real peace, is in herself. It should not take any relationship for nobody to find peace. You have to find peace on your own and not expect somebody to give you the peace that you're looking for, or someone else to fill the hole or the void. On some level, yeah. Not to the extreme, because the 8 of Swords is imprisonment and restriction, and this relationship could end at some point. The Death card is an ending. transition, a new beginning, a new opportunity, growth potential. This person has to learn. This is about patience. This is a patient card. There's a lesson with everything. Oh, where did you go? My guys just highlighted your name. Sorry, hold on, wait, where are you? Should I expect Odelis to reach out to fix things between us? Anthony, is there a reach out? Is there a reach out to fix things? Angels, guides, loved ones, is there a reach out to fix things? I think there will be a reach out. I think you will try to fix things. But there's just something in the in-between. It's like there's other factors going on here. Ultimately, Anthony, with or without this person, you're going to be very happy. The Sun is the best card in the deck. Material happiness, joyous outcomes, success, victory, money, relocation, children, travel. You're supposed to be with each other because you're supposed to learn something from each other. The World card is learning in this life, learning important life lessons, expansion. I'm so worried. Will I get another work? Will I get another work from home jobs again soon? I am accepting readings, but I'm going to leave in 46 seconds. So, Salwa, if you're going to gift, you need to gift now because I'm leaving. I've been doing free readings for about 2 hours. I'm out. So I'm going to stay on for another few minutes. If I don't receive it, I'm out. Salwa. Will I get another job from home? All right, Salwa, I got you. After Salwa, I'm out. Yes, you're going to get another job, Ebony. You need to stop stressing out because you're blocking shitloads of money out. Look at all this cash. Look at all this money. It's in your energy. 10 of coins. 10 of coins is my rich card for me anyway. But I just feel like as I'm connecting to you, there's so much anxiety. There's so much stress around you. There's so much fears and worry. And when you're in fear and worry, you're calling the spirit of fear. And you're calling a spirit of worry. When you're vibrating at the frequency of fear and worry, what happens is you attract those entities to you. So then you're never going to have what you're going to have because you're too busy in the fear and the worry. You got to get out of this energy. You got to get out. I slept on the street, hon. I had no money to feed my kid. I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent or my bills when my mum died. But so far, when I surrendered, I let go and said to God, I know you're not going to abandon me, and I know you're going to help me. And boy, did he. So surrender and let it go. Stop worrying about it, because you worrying about it is not speeding up anything. Somebody's going to come and help you out. Somebody will help you. Salwa. What is your reading about? I hope so. I hope you understand. What, you think God loves me more than he loves you, so he'll only come and assist me and he won't help you? No. Vibrate all the way up to God and he will assist you. I surrendered. I trusted the process. Want to get married, finances and career. So general. You need to reinvent yourself. I got Leo energy around you. I keep seeing 222 everywhere. You need to change your perspective when it comes to love and when it comes to work. I feel like there is going to be a new beginning and a fresh start, but there's some sort of... When you are so desperate to have something, you push the energy so far away from you. So if you're saying, I want to get married and I want the love and I want to have this connection and I want to have... You want all of these things, but you are saying, I want all of these things, but your energy is not lining up to what you want. So you'll say to the universe, I want to get married and I want a love. But somewhere in the back of your energy field, you're saying, "Who am I ever going to get married? Will I ever meet someone?" You're all in your head. You need to persevere and you need to keep moving forward. You need to get rid of this deception and trickery that you tell yourself. Because you say one thing, but then what you mean is another. Or you say to the universe, I want this and I want that and I will have it. But then you don't believe that you're going to have it. So it's like hitting the nail on the coffin. It's like hitting the nail on the coffin. It's like solidifying to the universe that I want a fresh start and I want a new beginning, but I don't know if it's going to happen for me. So how is there growth? There needs to be liberation in your energy. There needs to be a transition and a change in your energy. But you can't allow these cunts to take away the energy of... Listen, I was like you. My best friend was a forever optimist when it comes to love. I'm a Cappy. So when a Capricorn is hurt, I don't know about the rest of you lot, but I know me and some Capricorns, block and delete that bitch. And then I'm like, I'm never getting into a relationship again. I've been too fucking hurt. I've been in a violent relationship. The man beat the shit out of me, hurt my baby girl. I ain't going to get into a relationship. I will never give my heart again. And then I got my Cancerian best friend going, oh no, Anna, you have to believe in love. Don't lose hope. There is somebody out there for you. And I'm like, fuck that. I don't want that. And I've been single for 14 years. It's like, do I want my peace disrupted? Do I want any of this shit right now? Am I okay where I am? Yeah. So it's like, if I don't find my person, I will do God's work and just keep talking and doing my readings. And if somebody is meant for me, then great. But what is the thing about this is, though, once you've been single for such a long period of time, I've already filled up my own void, thank you. I don't need anybody. If somebody comes up to me and goes, yo, I want to go out with you, I'll be like, yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go and have some fun. I'll do it. But I'm not expecting shit from anyone. I find that I'm very abundant when it comes to money, but not so. What star sign are you? And when is your birthday? I need to know when your birthday is. And I don't need to know the year, just the day and the month. And your star sign. Aries. Of course you are. Aries is headstrong. Aries is a cardinal. Aries governs the head. And you love hard. My daughter is an Aries, yeah? Bad bitch. 8th of April is, you're a king. A woman that thinks of like a man. You're a king of diamonds. It's so hard for a king of diamonds. Yeah, 8th of April, king of diamonds. So you can go on Google and then say, what playing card am I? The king of diamonds finds it. So a woman that thinks like a man. And then you're a fucking Aries, which is the child of the zodiac sign. But then at the same time, it's like the king of diamonds energy is somebody that has to choose between love and money. And it's really hard. There's my daughter, Aries twin. That's my daughter there. And it's like, so it's so hard for a king of diamonds energy to find, it's like to balance out love and money energy. You belong with a hearts person. So I'm a 5 of hearts. You can Google what playing card suits well for a king of diamonds. So you're a king, a woman with a man's brain. So self-sufficient. So what I'm seeing is reinventing yourself. I got Leo energy around you as well. Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Salwa need to know, please, in love and light? The first card I got for you. Get out of your own way. Learn to be okay and marry yourself. Somebody will find you, Salwa, but right now you don't want to jump into a relationship and then you've entered into another connection with another cunt. So all I'm saying to you is get out of your own way. Stop self-sacrificing your happiness to please somebody else. Start looking at your situation from another perspective. Persevere, keep moving forward. All I'm saying is, and you got a soulmate. Fuck off. And you got a soulmate card. The Six of Cups talks about soulmate, a divine counterpart, unexpected gifts and pleasantries, having fun, childlike energy. You could meet somebody from a past life. Don't you want like the right person that matches your energy to meet you? Because I want to meet somebody that matches my energy, because I love hard too. And I ain't going to some dwindling bullshit relationship where the person's not on my energy field. I need to know that you and me are on the same energy frequency, because if you ain't on the same frequencies as me, you need to get the fuck out of here. So I feel like the Chariot is travel, live life to the fullest, go places. This is taking action, movement, a new vehicle, expansion in your energy. Ace of Wands, mental clarity, new challenges, new opportunities around, you know, the work, the career, meeting somebody abroad, and or maybe meeting somebody in the workplace. Like, you need to just enjoy life as you are, Aries. You will find someone. I don't feel like Aries ever has any problems attract. Like, my daughter is hot, my brother is hot, my niece and my nephew, they're hot. Like, Aries are fire energy. But Aries has a tendency to burn themselves out. You know, Aries, you need to chill the fuck out and have a long, long cold bath. Yeah? Because you're fire energy. It's like you're just going on. There's always something going on with you lot. So let it pass. I don't see you having any issues of meeting someone, because I mean, you are fucking hot, right? Like, I swear, Aries people that I meet, it's like, whatever. There's something so beautiful. Oh no, guys, she's 32. I'm 45. I'm 45 years old. What are you trying to say? It's over for me? Fuck that. Oh no, she's 32. Oh, your life has gone by. Oh, you're fucked. I'm sorry, but my sister is 56 years old, and that bitch is hotter than me. She's like got the energy of a 15-year-old boy. She's always in the fucking gym. She just looks like younger than, they think that she's younger than me, and she's 57. I'm fucking 45. Like, please. 32, you're a child. As far as I'm concerned, you're an adult when you hit 35. If you ain't 35 yet, you're still a kid. I'm worried. Oh God, whatever, 32. Please. This is bullshit. 32, you're still a kid, man. You're good to go. Seven of Cups talks about choices. So one door is going to close, another door is going to open. It might not feel like it. It might not even seem like it. You might feel like emotionally drained and you're wondering when, where, or how. Where is he? It's like, no. Stop looking. And when you're not looking, you shall find. The Four of Coins is like, you want security, you want stability, you want that solid foundation, but you're looking for solid foundation and it has to be with someone. No. I just ended a toxic situation with Scorpio. Scorpio's is a water. So water puts out fire. You're a fire sign. So I always think about the elements as well. Walk away from this thought, this feeling, this emotion, this need. And when you surrender and you're like, you know what? Come what may, that's when you're going to find someone. Sorry, but it's true. And Scorpios are very sexually, one of the most sexual signs of the zodiac. You know you are Scorpio, don't try it. Scorpios governs the groin area, the genitalia. So you got to watch out for your peepees and your ninnies, guys. You got to make sure that it's all in good condition, okay? Just saying. Okay, so walk away from something that doesn't emotionally fulfill you. You could meet somebody, travel, relocation, or on a holiday. I feel like you're going to have your happy ending at some point. You're only 32. You're fine. You're good to go. This is the family, the children. Oh, look at that. I was just about to leave. Jade, you're on my list. Me sassy Jade. I got you, honey. You're going to meet somebody 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, or the 8th of a month. That's what I feel. 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, the 8th of a month. You're not going to just have one person, though, Salwa. There's going to be 2 people coming in your direction. The man that's coming your way is going to be loving and kind and nurturing. Very loving, kind, understanding. This is what I'm saying. You've got to meet somebody that matches your energy. So I do have Pisces. I've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. On the table, your guided message is, you got the Passion card, attraction, emotion, desire. You're going to have somebody that's going to come your way. You got the Snow Leopard. It says, take time out of your usual life to spend in solitude, meaning you don't need to look for a relationship right now. Stay on your own for now. Being on your own gives you the confidence to be on, look at that, self-care. You don't need anybody. You just want somebody. That's where you need to be. It says spend time on your own energy. Are you joking? Spend time in your own energy. This means you're not supposed to be looking for nobody right now. Meditate. Have your hair done. Pamper yourself. Know it's okay to rest. Do something for you, no matter how big or small and do it without guilt. You can't be with anyone right now. You got to be on your own energy. It's wonderful, I tell you. It's wonderful when you're there, when you're in your own energy. So Salwa, I feel like the Aries that I know, okay, Aries that I know, they like to have experiences in their lives, okay? And remember, Salwa, you're a king. You're a woman with a man's brain. Okay, it makes sense. And will my money stay good? I'm waiting for a claim. Will it be good? You're a king of diamonds. You're never going to have issue with money. Diamonds represents money and finances and things of value. So you're not going to lose out on money ever. The king of diamonds will always have money because diamonds is money. Everything is going to be fine. Ace of Swords, Four of Cups. Pay attention to the blessing in disguise, moving out of rough waters into smoother waters. Money situation is going to be fine, sweetheart. You're good to go. Jade, I'm going to read you straight away. I was supposed to go now, but you snuck in there. Let me close this off. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I did not want to be on here for more than 2 hours, and now I am. Do not gift me any more, guys, please. All right, Jade, you're so welcome, sweetheart. Miss Sassy, me Sassy. Johanna. All right, Johanna, here we go, sweetheart. You and your loved ones are safe. You need to do some sort of detox time. It's time to do some sort of a detox. There's opportunities and another opportunity and so many opportunities and many opportunities is all I'm hearing. Tell her there's so much opportunities coming her way. So many opportunities coming her way. I don't know if you are going to get married. I keep seeing an engagement ring. Or you're married, or there's going to be a renewal of your vows. There's some sort of partnership, engagement. You're going to find a ring. You need a ring. There's a ring coming your way. There's something in and around that. Well, I don't know whether you're in a relationship or not. And if you're not, then I'm seeing an engagement. You're going to get married at some point if you want to. Obviously, you have free will and you could be like, hell no. But I am seeing a wedding ring around you. I'm seeing Leo. I'm seeing 333, divinely supported. I'm seeing releasing, letting go, moving on. I got a soulmate energy around you. Soulmate, a partner, romantic partnership in your energy. But there's something about the need to detox. Detoxing your energy. Detoxing something. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. If you're not happy with your membership and you're not happy with your subscription, then don't be any of those things. And I'll still read for you anyway. All right, here we go. You're going to see 333 everywhere you go. What do you need to know? Angels, guides, loved ones, this is for Jana. Do you have issues with your shoulders or your neck? Does it travel down to your back? I always pick up on people's ailments. And it's like as soon as somebody says, yes, that's me, then it goes away. It's so weird. You need to, what star sign are you, man? You need to get out of your head. Oh, Leo, burning yourself out, another fire. So, oh, I said Leo. Huh? I said Leo. Didn't I say Leo? I see Leo. I said Leo, right? Oh, I'm going crazy. I'm getting tired. I said Leo, didn't I? Yeah, okay, Leo. Leos, you govern the heart chakra, the heart. You have a big heart, great hair, but you're so fucking hard on yourself and you're the life of the party. When's your birthday? I don't need the year. I just want to know what playing card you are. I get a personality checking through that as well. You got to get out of your head. Stop over-analyzing and overthinking things. The 5th of August. Oh, God. Piss off! You're the 8 of diamonds. You're the sun card. You're always going to have money. You'll always have stability. You'll always have some sort of luck in your energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? The 8 of diamonds is the sun card. So you must have a beautiful smile. You walk into the room and people is like, look at her. Leo, the life of the party. Madonna, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hello, all famous people, yeah? So I feel like as I'm connecting to you, it's like, but then you also burn yourself out. I feel like as I'm connecting to you, get out of your head, stop over-analyzing and overthinking things, because things are going to you're going to end up creating a problem for yourself, okay? You're going to end up creating a problem for yourself. I am seeing that you need to have healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries needs to be implemented. You need to protect yourself from energy vampires and soul-sucking cretters. You need to walk away from something that doesn't emotionally fulfill you. It could be a person, a situation, a negative way of thinking. It could be self-defeating beliefs about yourself. When the universe is showing the walk away card, it means the universe is trying to prepare you for a new adventure, a new opportunity. A new opportunity is what I'm seeing as I'm connecting into your energy. I also feel like you need to get out of your own way. You might be over analyzing and overthinking things. You might be because you know that the hangman is always self-sacrificing. So you'll always put yourself last and you'll put everybody else first. And as lovely as that is, you need to stop fucking doing that. You need to start saying what you mean and mean what you say and cut out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people. I am seeing as I'm connecting to you. Look at that. Cut out negative thoughts, words, situations, and people. The devil card is always toxicity. And it doesn't have to be that you're toxic. It could represent that there's toxicity around you, like family, colleagues, co-workers, friends, your lover, negative ways of thinking. These are the things that you have to cut out from your life. I am seeing as I'm connecting to you as well. You're supposed to be absolutely abundant and you were born to be a leader. The Empress card is a pregnant card. So pregnant with ideas or a birth of a child. If it's not you, depending on your age, it will be in the energy around you. But you were born to be a leader. I'm also seeing an older masculine around you. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. Could be a lover or could be a friend. Again, you're somebody that needs to say what you mean and mean what you say. Say what you mean and mean what you say. The Death card indicates that there's going to be a change around you. Big changes. Big ticket item changes. The Death card always represents big changes, endings, rebirth, moving on, transformation. It's like you are going to evolve and grow in ways that you didn't even see. Like you didn't even contemplate happening. I'm also seeing as I'm connecting to your divine feminine. Absolutely psychic, intuitive. Pay attention to your dreams and your visions. Not everything is as it seems. Don't fall into an illusion. You're somebody that was able to sense and see things that other people don't sense, see, and feel. And you think you're going crazy, but you're not. The Justice card represents the signing of the contract. Don't gift me anymore, guys. I am done. I'm going. I only wanted to be here for 2 hours. The Justice card represents the balancing of the karmic scales. The Justice card represents cause and effect, win-win situation. The Justice card represents the signing of the contract. So you could have a new job, a new house, a new car, and a new everything. If it's not a divorce, it's a marriage. And then there's also a younger masculine around you. Friends, lovers, people that could collaborate with you around a business. This is the energy around you. Your guided message is the Cardinal. It says, the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. So finding balance and harmony in your life. You've got masculine, so your divine feminine, divine masculine is coming your way. Could be a friend or a lover. This is balancing the yin and yang energy. Maybe the universe is asking you to get into the man energy. I'm a woman that thinks like a man. And then you've got the situation card. It says, sometimes we find ourselves stuck in a tricky situation or caught up in someone else's drama. How can you heal this situation? What could you do to help matters flow better? Know when it's time to help and know when it's time to walk away. Know when it's time to help and know when it's time to walk away. Who emailed me? Anyway, so these are your guided messages. I have got Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I've got Capricorn here. I've got Taurus and I've got Libra in your energy. So much to look forward to, Johanna. So much to look forward to. Positive changes coming your way, sweetheart. You got this. I'm going. I'm going to try and post this live up on my YouTube channel. I'm going live tomorrow on my Instagram. There's never going to be 100 or 85 people in here. On Instagram, there's like 25, 30 people on there. If you're interested to get a reading on my Instagram and there's less people on there, the link to my Instagram is on the main page of my TikTok. I am still trying to download 3 of my TikTok lives, but I'm having technical difficulties doing it. This is why I say to everyone, record your reading. I'm going to try my best. TikTok only holds the live for 30 days. Once the 30 days is up, it disappears and I can't download it. But I'm going to do my best to try and download the 3 that I have. When I go live on my Instagram, Once the live is done, it's up after 2 minutes. So you can watch your reading over and over and over again. So if I didn't get to you today, join me on Instagram tomorrow. Later on, I'm going to post up what time I'm going live. And I post up what time I'm going live on Instagram, here on TikTok and on Instagram. So again, the link to my Instagram is on the main page of my TikTok. Please go over there and follow me. I will post up what time I'm going live. I'm only going live for 2 hours on Instagram as well. I said I was going to be on live 2 hours here, but got distracted. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Again, don't follow me, don't gift me. I will still read for you anyway. Love and appreciate you. Thank you to my moderators. God bless you. I need to go and cook. Bye, guys.